Welcome to the 2-year anniversary special of the Wrestling Around podcast. I am your host for 1 week only. I do this every 2 years. Lou Markham, otherwise known as Scoop L. And with me today is my illustrious guest. First of all, the world-famous Terry Peters. Terry Peters, how are we doing?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm enjoying. I've done this kind of perfect first time. Not made any mistakes so far. I'm looking forward to presenting the rest of the show. How are you? How was the cinema last week?
Cinema was fantastic.
What did you go and see?
Ambulance.
People are asking. Ambulance. I've not heard.
Is it about police cars?
Yeah, it's not far off it, to be fair. It's fantastic. It's Michael Bay. Just a load of shit gets blown up. It's incredible.
Ambulance isn't like a far-off film where the ambulance doesn't turn up. You just keep getting told you're on the waiting list.
Key workers there.
It's not Tory Britain.
Wow. Outrageous. And joining me also is world-class wrestling journalist, Aaron Franklin. Aaron, how are we doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Because you, tonight, are running scared. That's all I'm saying. After last night's Sold Out show, quaking in your boots.
You know, it was Tuesday, wasn't it? Like a great day for a wrestling show, I think. But, you know, we're not scared of that piss on company. We'll buy it if we need to. We'll fire you. But looking forward to Wrestling Federation Week, the Wednesday Wrestling Go Home show tonight. Terry Peters has left. He doesn't like my presenting. That's fine. We'll move on. And then joining us, a special guest for the first time ever, Adam Holland. Adam, how are we doing?
I see you.
And also joining us, it's Ross Markham, aka
Yes.
George Cook. How are we doing?
I'm all right. This is the first time I've ever been introduced.
Are you enjoying this guest experience?
I'm loving it. I've got a bottle of bubbly.
It's got a little bit of the
Bubbly.
Open it now. Marks and Spencer's. So,
bloody hell.
Not skimping out, is he?
I don't know where I got it from.
Marks and Spencer's?
Yeah, I found it
Bloody
in my spare room.
It's a well-paying gig as the Wrestling Podcast host.
Yeah, better do it. So,
Yeah.
I should have done this earlier. Taking the piss out.
Bloody hell. What a sound. Well, you open that, so I will explain the format of the show because nobody
tell
knows.
everyone why you're hosting.
Well, why I'm hosting is because the disastrous pilot that never got released, and I think it's lost it. I may have accidentally deleted it, but it could be somewhere. Bloody hell, there we go. This is anticlimactic.
There we go.
That was.
I don't even know.
We didn't even know anything. That was useless. That was. Your microphone's too good, apparently. So yeah, 2 years ago when we first started this during the 2-week lockdown that we were all subjected to, I tried hosting the first show, and I think it's fair to say, Terry, Ross, that I wasn't very good.
Yeah, it was probably the worst show I've ever done.
Yeah.
I ate my microphone.
Yeah, Terry Peters phoned in.
Terry was chewing his microphone the entire time. I was hosting. We reviewed a random Raw. We wrote literally 10 pages of notes, didn't we? I found them the other day. One of my notes was there was a tennis ball in the crowd. We went to
Shane McMahon got hit by a tennis ball.
A lot of detail. But yeah, it sounded awful. We never released it, and I've not been hosting since. So, I think I hosted one more, but that was also awful.
You've hosted when I haven't been here.
Yeah, it was just me and
the
Terry.
few I've missed.
You know, Terry is the deputy host normally, so this is kind of a special treat for everybody.
I'm enjoying this.
What's that 1 week that was just me and Lou?
That was it. Yeah, did that as well. So I've done it a few times.
So you've done a few.
I feel like this is the end of my redemption arc tonight. Maybe I've improved each time. But what we're gonna do is, we know a lot about wrestling. Well, some of us do. Ross doesn't, but that's okay because he hosts the show.
That's why I asked the questions.
Yeah. But do the Wrestling Around audience know a lot about us? That's what I want to know. So that's what I'm doing. So what I saw the other week, I got an advert on Instagram, and as you will know from a lot of my purchases, I buy a lot of stuff that I see advertised on Instagram. It's where I got this coffee table from. It's where I got all my clothes from. It's where I got all my kitchen appliances from, including my potato chipper, which is well worth it and definitely necessary. And it was called.
Is that not a knife?
It said no, because it does it all at once. It's like a Play-Doh machine, but with a potato. You stick a spud in, crank it down, and you've got perfect chips.
You've
2 different grids, so you can have fries or chips.
Also use a knife.
You stick them in the air fryer.
I agree with you. Takes you about a minute to chop up a potato.
But they're inconsistent. You don't get a great consistency. You don't get.
I've lost count of how many times I've gone to a restaurant and thought these chips would have been absolutely spot on, but they're too irregular.
Exactly. It's a nightmare. How do we live?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So I got an advert for an app called Pod Deck, and it was how to be a better podcast host and really get the most out of your guests. So that's what I'm gonna do. I thought we'll have a few beers, Prosecco's, seltzers, waters.
Celebration, man. Yeah,
and we just discussed the wrestling. Now there is a wrestling section on here, so we can have. The only thing is, Ross, I've not paid for the app, so we've only got 3 questions in each one. So I may have to stray off on the wrestling. So we'll start with the icebreaker.
That's fine. Do them all. How many categories is there?
Ross, there's hundreds. We're not going to do them all because
No, but do you know what I mean? But we're not going to be. We've got enough time.
We're going to start with the icebreakers. So don't just answer straight away. Banner out the phone a bit. Make it a panel show. Yeah. What would you write a book about? Who wants to go first?
I would write a biography, not an autobiography, but a biography.
Oh,
go on.
I have been around with this guy for a good 12 years, sadly. I've seen some high lows and some very low points in his life. I would write a biography on the life of Terry Peters.
Would it be a comedy, a tragedy?
All the above.
All the above.
Tragic comedy.
Fits in both.
I'd probably call it Tragic Magic, because that used to be his nickname, Tragic Magic.
It did.
Yeah, so
is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, said after early. Yeah, it's Tragic Magic. Yeah. I also called him when I first met him, Willem.
Baby Willem. Then it was his nickname for a while.
When one of my friends first met Terry Peters, he went, "Who's that rip-off Cristal?"
Cristal.
So
Terry, have you met Cristal?
Don't know who that is.
No.
that was what he said.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, I'd read that book, I think.
I mean, that's what we should have done, how we all first met each other. Would that be really boring? Let's do it right now. Let's segue. How did we all first meet Ross? Well, he was just born. He was born, yeah.
The time I remember is when I pulled him off a wall and ripped his nutsack. So
genuinely blood.
I think I've probably been meeting before then, but that's the moment that always sticks in my mind.
I thought my nuts were going to fall out.
Ruined the family barbecue I wasn't actually invited to.
It's true. Ross was
genuinely bleeding.
24, I think.
I've only ever cut my nuts twice, and that was the worst time. So,
and what was the other time?
Someone grabbed them playing rugby.
Ah, gross.
Yeah, I took his finger in, threw me shorts and my boxers, and they had a little cut on my nuts there. I genuinely thought, right, you could feel inside, but it was just, when it's real tender, when you get a real tender cut and you touch it, I touched it, it was that tender. Because obviously when you're like, oh, Christ, that hair, I thought, they're actually split apart, but they were just like a little cut.
Oh, you always worried, are you?
Yeah. I've never, you know what I mean?
Gotta count them. Terry, have you ever cut your nuts?
Yes.
How did this happen? We're segueing now.
Oh, shaving.
Yeah, classic. So you don't mean you don't use our title sponsor, Lawnmower 2.0?
One day.
Show some love to your balls.
I first met Terry Peters, and we'll go back to the thing at Scrooby's Pip gig in Fruit. I was with I was with the Wood guy. I think Aaron, you was there as well.
I was there.
Yep.
You three had been out for Christmas drinks thing, isn't it?
No, it was October. It was October.
I had my driving test the day after, the one that I actually passed.
Yeah, and also fuck you, Ross, because you only told Terry Peters. Oh, you man.
Oh, you knew.
Didn't even tell us.
I don't think I told Peters. I think Woody told Peters. Because I wasn't telling anybody because I'd already filmed it twice.
You clearly told.
I'm not telling anybody about
Woody.
You told the Wood guy, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you take 3 times to pass?
Yeah, best drivers though.
Yes, I do. You are right.
Oh, Christ. Oh, God.
I passed first time. And I've never driven since.
I passed second time.
Yeah. Oh, not for a while at least. To be fair, I had lessons for nearly a year because my driving instructor quit on me.
First time I had, I think, three the same minor. So it can't be as a major. Second time I got a major for pulling out while looking. So
Terry, how many minors have you had? And then also tell us what your driving test.
First driving test, I was doing 13 or 20 because I didn't realize I was going to a 20 just before the end. Second one, I failed on the second roundabout. Third one, passed, but I crashed into a curb.
Yeah.
Well, the third,
And the
one.
man shouted at me on my driving test as well.
Why? What happened?
Well,
Let's use the brakes.
he gave me some dodgy fucking instructions, didn't he? He told me to go through the next roundabout and then turn left, then turn right. So that's what I did. He went, "Oh, you went turn left there. Can't do that independent driving bit now. I'd fail you for that if I could." Give me better instructions than you, prick.
I thought I'd failed my third test because I went back to the centre without doing the manoeuvre. But he did the manoeuvre in the centre.
Ah,
I got more minors on altogether on my third one than I did on the other two.
What's your favourite manoeuvre?
I had reverse parking. The way they teach reverse parking is fucking stupid.
Reverse around the
not how it
corner
is.
has got to be everyone's favourite, right?
Don't do that
turn in the
anymore,
road.
really. Reverse on the
Yeah.
corner. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Turn in the
That's
road's easier.
stupid as well. Why would you ever need to reverse around the corner?
You just turn in the road, don't you?
It
And
was
then
dead
drive
easy.
and drive into a space.
Yeah, parallel parking I still don't do. I can help it. I can do it. But, yeah.
I don't like parallel parking.
I refuse to reverse
Don't like
into
any
a car.
parking here. When was the last time you parked anything? Your park
Yeah,
is
sure,
standing next to somebody.
I've not driven for about 5 or 6 years, to be fair. But I remember when I was the first one to drive out of our group as well, because I remember getting the Spanish Inquisition from Aaron's girlfriend at the time's dad, driving to another Scroobius Pip gig, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got questioned, didn't I, by...
And then he got questioned about a week later because he got caught
by
between being involved. So.
the police, yeah.
True
It's all
story.
True.
Yeah, true story.
What?
We won't name him. He's a nonce.
Full on.
He's on your email list.
Mm.
We've not said any names there, so I don't even have to say any of that. It's like,
No?
all of Aaron's ex-girlfriends are listed. He goes, "Why did I not?"
If you know, you know, I imagine. Well, what was the question?
What would you write a book about?
Where the right to book on?
Yeah.
We never said how we all met. Or we
No,
all
no,
met
we didn't.
Peters.
We were doing the meeting.
Or
bit
me.
now, so we changed. We segued. How did you meet Terry?
I was Terry's boss.
Is this true?
Yeah.
There you go. And you sang some-
All right. How has it gone from then? You being Terry's boss to Terry just being around.
Right. I can't remember how it came about properly. When I moved into second year uni, I moved into a flat. And I was like, well, for a party, as you do. I was like, Peters, do you fancy coming to this party line for him with mates? And he was only like 16 at the time, I think, wasn't it? 16 or
He was
17?
very,
Yeah, just before I turned 17, I think.
Yeah. He came and spent his night in a bin.
True story.
Was that when you were in the fairy wings?
No,
that was the
at
one
New-
after.
Different night.
That was at New Year.
Yeah.
No, I was wearing the Bug Bunny
I
t-shirt.
can see why his nickname was Tragic Magic.
Yeah, threw
Yeah.
up in the bin a lot.
Yeah.
Fun times.
It's kind of, he came to that one party and then that's been it. Can't get rid of it.
The thing is that I set a bar that night. It was pretty low, and I've not really got above it, so you knew what you were all getting into.
Yeah. Some people get hairpiece at pies. I picked up terpies.
So that's theirs.
Yeah.
That is 100% worse.
So, how did you meet Terry Peters? That's
At that party.
at that party.
Yeah.
Literally that
I was
part.
like, it was this William guy.
So, how did you meet Aaron then? That's the last one.
We met at school in Mr. Abbott's. Shout out to Mr. Abbott's, friend of the
Big
show.
hands. He had massive hands.
Business studies. That
Bit of
was it.
devil baby as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the devil baby.
Yeah, he had a screensaver on his laptop that he used to use on the projector. And his baby had red eyes. Devil baby.
That's true. Definitely. And Tom was there.
Yeah,
Great times in BTEC business studies.
Yeah.
He's a business
And we
sales.
became the three amigos, if Milo and Tom.
Yeah. And then Aaron, this is how we met, but it was a great story. We went to Tom's house once.
I know this short. I know exactly what you just
We
wanted.
went to Tom's house once. It was near Easter. We just sat. We weren't even drinking at the time because we were 16, 17. Like, it was, those days when like 4 cans and you were absolutely gone. Like, literally, Tom's thrown up in a bin.
That was me.
Yeah, and it's like me now. It's weird, isn't it? You get that peak in your 20s and you're back down again. But yeah, we just, afternoon, me and Aaron are hanging out. We thought we'd just go on to Tom's, turn up Tom's fucking state.
Well,
It's just laid on
I
the sofa.
think we'd
dressing
been
gown.
trying to ring him all day about this point. It
Yeah,
was
but
like
he's-
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
This is the days that Tom used to sleep till like 4 o'clock and everyone just thought it was acceptable. And then getting sneaking there Easter lots of Easter eggs where I don't remember exactly which one. It was a Yorkie Easter egg. Picks it up, opens the door. It's like, I think it's going to be the Easter egg. Just slams it across the living room. Just shatters all over the wall. We leave. You had to be there.
Lou's like, what did you do that for? And I go, I don't know. It's felt like it.
And then Tom's mum gets in and it's like, what happened to the Easter egg?
Has it ever found out? Is Tom's mum going to listen to this and find out this is what happened to Easter?
Shout out to Jeanette.
My favourite ever Tom story. Segueing a little bit, but
it's fine. That's what this show's about.
We used to spend a lot of time in Tom's kitchen. One day he was banging his trainers to get rid of the mud, and his mum was like, "Tom, will you do that over the bin?" He goes, "I'll do you over the bin."
Classic Tom. Oh god.
Tom, shout out to Tom.
Classic Tom. Classic
That's
Tom.
right. How did we all meet Tom?
Classic cousin Tom. Again, he was there.
I always see Terry and Tom are there. So let's go.
Yeah, it's true story.
Not about. Yeah.
I've got
About 6 years. It was about this time.
You know what my favourite bit about that is? I spent ages trying to get the perfect angle to make it look like your head was resting on the shoulder. And then I took the photo, and then literally like a minute later, you just snuggled up onto him. So I didn't have to take it in the end. Classic stuff. So what was the category?
What book would you write?
What book would I write?
Yeah.
Just going back to the biography of Terry Peters, I imagine it was like, do you ever read the Bart Simpson book?
Yes.
The blue one. You had it, Lou, didn't you? That's what I imagine Terry Peters' book would be like.
Just the mind of Terry Peters.
Yeah, there's some stuff to go into there, isn't there?
I think I'd need therapy afterwards.
Like
to delve that deep into it.
It'd be like Heath Ledger and the Joker, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Should we crowdfund this book?
I'd read it.
Terry, would you be up for writing an entire Bart Simpson's Guide to Life in a style of Terry Peters?
Yeah. Go on then.
There we go.
Great book.
And we'd never break promises on Wrestling Around. So.
That's true.
Except for Terry's rat tail, but it's fine.
Terry's rat tail, yeah. We can't grow one because he's lost all his hair.
True story.
That's right. What book would I write though? I don't know. I've got a semi-serious answer. I've always fancied writing a novel.
Right. It sounds well like a novel. Obviously, don't give us any proprietary information, or else you're going to copyright later on. But
I've got a few ideas in the. I had an idea of, I don't know how we would get there, but turning the main character into basically going from the face to the heel, all through the series of novels, because I don't think that's ever been done. And then
like a wrestling novel.
No, it's not.
It wouldn't be about wrestling. It'd just be like.
No, I would just turn the good guy bad, basically. Because I don't know if that's ever. I've not read one. I also had another idea of writing a novel, which is the same story over 5 novels, but they're all from different points of view of different characters. So you would have the same conversations as different books. But I'm into looking at fantasy and shit.
A bit like the latest series of Arrested Development.
I've not seen it, but my novel would be about looking wizards and elves and that.
Oh, that's different.
That's I don't know what my that was.
No,
boring, isn't it? But
that's a good sensible answer.
I think I'm doing write a novel.
I don't think we can spin it off as much as Aaron's answer us, but it's good.
I've been promising it for years to myself, and I think that's what I would do. I just haven't got the willpower to do it.
Yeah, same.
I also can't take rejection, so if it didn't get taken on by anybody.
Well, you don't need to. You can just publish it yourself now.
Yeah,
you can publish through Amazon now.
Yeah, you just go on Amazon. You can even get it printed if you pay enough.
Yeah,
I've read a lot of them books because they're always free out there. They've got lots of spell mistakes. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe one day, maybe there'll be a wrestling around novel. I'd like to write. I mean, there's not many wrestling books, is it? Wrestling novels.
No.
Well, obviously, there's been done to death on the wrestling autobiography. There's not many wrestling actual storybooks, is it?
No, Foley wrote some, didn't he?
Is it about wrestling though? Is it about...
Yeah.
I
They're
think
out of print now, but I did look from the other one.
Yeah, are they not available on the Kindle or anything like that?
Probably.
A wrestling detective. I'd like that. Where he's like, you know what I mean?
Wrestling detective. Well, like,
Not just be boss man.
it's like fucking Poirot. He wrestles on the side. Like, how's he?
Yeah, I love that. When you watch that, when you read that,
What?
Wrestling
but
Detective.
Is that
series?
part of it? Like, is he got to like wrestle to figure out, or is he figuring out wrestling stories, or is he just
Maybe the bad guy's the heel. Who
is he just like Poirot? He's like, I wanted, I was wrestling, and he just goes off and wrestles, and then comes back and carries on.
Maybe it's part of it. Maybe something's happening in the wrestling world, and he's gonna figure out.
Maybe.
Or, do you know what would be good? Do you remember them? I guess it's not controlling narrative, but you know where you answer a question or something. Page. That would be good as a wrestling.
Like a Sonic Adventure book.
Yeah, I mean, I had football ones, I had elf ones, orc ones, that kind of stuff.
Have you done any of the Netflix ones?
No, I've never have.
You didn't even do Bandersnatch. Everyone did Bandersnatch.
No, I know I didn't even do Bandersnatch because everybody had done it, and I feel like I missed the hype.
I was just trying to have a good time. I was like trying to pick the less tragic options. I just want people to have a happy life, mate. My ideal movie would be Jurassic Park, but without the bit where the dinosaurs escape. Like, everyone just goes to the theme park, has a great time.
It's a nice movie all around.
Looks at the exhibits, thinks I had a really good day today, and I was like, yeah. So
yeah, boring film.
No, it won't be a boring film. I'm really interested. Infuriating when stuff goes wrong.
Got a great story for you, Ross.
Go
Be a wrestling detective. So there's a wrestling family massacre. He has to find out who did it. Who done it?
Who did it?
Chavo Guerrero keeps getting you about it.
Yeah.
Disguises himself as that golf guy again.
Kevin
White.
Kevin, that's it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good though. Like you're trying to get, I don't know, maybe like the heel who you're gonna like lose your title to or something. He's the bad guy in real life. I don't know.
So you're trying to frame him.
His legs are sitting up frame him. He's investigating the mayor, isn't that? His legs.
Yeah. It's got
There's
like
plenty of other professions that are detective. You think a wrestling detective would go two worlds coming together.
I think it'd be good. Yeah.
It really.
I think it'd be good.
Jay Peters, you haven't answered yet. What's your
Tell you what.
An audio book, Peter's Pumps. Just record loads of pumps, it'd be great, wouldn't it? And just describe them.
I think me and you have a different definition of great.
I think that'd be a good podcast. Spin up, pumping around. With Terry Peters.
In 2 hours of Peter shooting himself.
No, I think it is one fart and then tells the story behind the fart. I mean,
what we had for dinner?
Yeah.
You know, what his stress levels like.
And then how do you feel? How do you feel afterwards?
It's quite a good idea. Yeah. And then he could do like a special. The day before, he just eats loads of gluten.
Christmas special. He has just a loaf of bread.
Did have a close call last week.
What happened?
What, with gluten?
No, just almost shit myself, didn't I, in public? I don't.
Remember when Peters did shit himself on the stairs?
Time? Oh yeah, done that.
You just said it on the podcast once. He shot himself on the stairs.
Yeah.
Came out really shortly.
I want to hear more about the close call.
Went out for a walk. Had a bit too much food. Was halfway to the car. Realised I wasn't going to make it home. Had to, waddle back to the pub while nipping. Oof.
Yes.
What do you mean you had too much food?
Oh, because I'd just eaten loads of food, and then I hadn't been for.
No. What food?
No, Terry's a very slight man, and he can't handle a lot of.
I'd had a big portion.
I've seen him eat disgusting amounts.
I had a big portion of fish and chips tonight, but I'd been eating throughout the day as well. So
that lubes up your inside, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you just be careful. Are you 5?
I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Your good lady had to buy a drink right to justify you going for a share.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
So it was a close call.
Oh my god.
That was.
I know you're old, Peter. I didn't realise he was in concert.
That was Terry's Trumps.
Yeah, Terry's Trumps.
What book would you write?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't prepared for this, Ross. I was just asking.
Sorry, I'm going back into hostman. I need to get out of it.
No, it's fine. Well, I did try, right? Because I thought I just write a diary. I'm just an average bloke. I just write my life. That's just a diary.
Was it mad boring?
Yeah, it was really boring. It was going to be like the diary of like a random middle management company. Like
unless you
no real responsibility, but he thinks he has, that kind of thing.
Unless you did like sort of, I know you're a big fan of Care. if you did like a Curb version where you would just, it's a random thingy, but you had like, I don't know, funny anecdote. Something, you could make something quite insignificant a thing. Do you know what I mean?
I like to think so. I mean, that was what I did base the first year of the podcast on it.
Are you
I've
saying,
not done a story in a while, have I?
Ross, are you saying you've never read the script for the first ever episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I've read one of Lou's scripts.
That was the one.
It was the one with Terry the Bull Jenkins and Jan Vinegar of Hizzling.
So I
have read that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you the fucking story right now. Right. So what it was, friend of the show, Adam Hollins. I lived with him at uni. Is me and my mate Joe. We both did maths. We were on the same course. Not Terry. It's you. Adam says, "Oh, what are you ever going to do with a maths degree? Shit degree." So out of spite, I did his final year project alongside my own. His final year project was to write a full-on sitcom script. So I did my own project, which if I correctly, well, not correctly, I was a bit off. I kind of predicted that Ed Miliband would become Prime Minister in 2015, but it didn't matter. But yeah, so I did Adam's in my spare time. Wrote a full 23-minute sitcom episode.
With bowling involved and stuff.
There was production notes. There was set notes. It wasn't just writing dialogue. It literally, there was stage directions. Like I had the entire thing. Really proud of it.
I've got it somewhere on my laptop.
Yeah, I think I've got it somewhere. I did upload it to Facebook at one point.
I think that's where I read it, maybe.
But it was a classic. I did a read through in the pub with some of my colleagues once, and one of them never seen again. She disgusted. She left.
And now that's on TV. You wrote it all down.
Yeah, she recorded it. She's like, I'm not saying that. It was 23 minutes. It used the word fuck like over 100 times, and the word cunt 15 times. The premise was it was me and Jan Vinegar Hessling lived together, and we had a feud with Terrible Jenkins over the hedge.
Who was next door? Yeah. But Jan Vinegar of Hessling could only say Jan Vinegar of Hessling. Yeah,
because he got hit on the head with Terrible Jenkins shears. And Warren Clark was a butcher, rest in peace. Forrest Whitaker was a cop, even though he was based in the UK, he was based in Sheffield. Who else is in it? I think they were the main characters, they were the main players. Because after that, Terry the Bull Jenkins legitimately followed me on Twitter, he still does.
Did you... What, has he read this?
I don't know. I was just tweeting about him. I followed him and I was like, "Oh, I've written a sitcom with Terrible Jenkins." And he never replied. He followed me. He still does.
What a story.
Yeah. I'm one of my many celebrity followers.
We was going to write
Jimmy Bullard.
We was going to write a sitcom.
Yeah, but then Warren Clark died again because Warren Clark pitched all of my and Rodney Buse. Who also died.
I'm not going to go too much into it because I still want to write it someday.
Ralph Little's still alive, so it could happen.
Matt Benson's still alive.
We just have to recast everyone. Oh yeah, was he going to replace?
Matt Benson was going to be one of the lads.
Yeah, he could replace Warren Clark, I think.
Yeah, Ralph Little's still there. We'd have to get Will Mellor in these days because Ralph Little's going to be one of the older ones if we don't write it. So.
I just realised that Terry the Bull Jenkins actually follows 38,000 people, so I'm not that special. In fact, I think
he follows anybody who mentions it. I think that's what it is.
Possibly. That's how Rodney Rowe followed me.
I've got Rodney Rowe following me as well.
Yeah. Jimmy Bullard follows me. But he only follows 2,000 people. So that's impressive. Yeah, that's impressive. Sam Jarrett from Colourholic follows me. Tom Campbell. Right. I'm really offended. One of his podcasts, a great time. But yeah, that would be my book. It would just be my life story, just a diary.
I'd read it.
I'd try and make it interesting. Okay, but then we went into lockdown that, didn't we? It was it was the year before that. It was the time I went to Edinburgh randomly because I had a free night. Because I was like, I need some content for my book. So I'll go to Edinburgh. So I just went for a night. I've never been to Scotland, so I just went. I had a free night on hotels.com. So I had a night in them.
Might as well, yeah.
That was the question number one. That was all right, wasn't it? It took us a while. I think we'll get through a minute. Which pack should we go to now? Let's go to. So that was the icebreaker, but I think we're past the icebreaker now.
The ice is well and truly broken.
Let's go to the wrestling. Let's do a bit of wrestling on this show.
What? A wrestling around?
Let's go to the wrestling pack. If you could spend a day with a wrestler or superstar, who would it be?
Oh,
and I'm going to go to Philippines first this time.
No, sorry. Just before we get to repeat, we saw what? Right, we need some ground rules. We're talking wrestler or wrestling gimmick.
I think they've got to be in character.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Terry, who do you?
Who would I spend a full day with?
Yeah.
Triple H or Shawn Michaels in the DX run because it is pretty funny.
Well, you
Right,
could
Would you want to spend a day with them?
a lot of
Yeah,
big
you want-
jokes in one day of that.
Yeah, funny though, isn't it? One a day of laughs.
Yeah.
Imagine what would you like? Go to the theme park or something. I don't know why. When you said spend a day with them, my head immediately went, "Let's go have a day at the theme park."
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, you get.
do
I
I
think you
want
get to
Shawn
choose.
Michaels?
That's part of the question. What do you
I
get?
want Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
or Triple H pointing out like every corn dog or every hot dog?
Look at that.
I don't know if I do.
Huge dicker.
I'm just, I ain't eating anything all day. I'm trying to eat a roll of hot dog.
Yeah.
I want Shawn Michaels telling me what it looks like I'm doing. I don't think I do.
And Triple H is like, hey, Terry has a wiener. like, wiener. Terry, what would you do with Triple H or Shawn Michaels?
What do I do with them?
Yeah, you can go anywhere for the day. Would you go to Brit? Would you go to the theme park?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Funny.
I hope you're not going on P&R ferries.
Well, no, not anymore.
Thank you.
That's outrageous.
Solidarity to the.
That's outrageous. Yeah, he admitted to break it. I'll put the in prison.
Yeah, it should be in prison. It should be arrested. He's left that room. Anyway, so Amsterdam with Triple H or Shawn Michaels.
Funny.
Sorry, what?
Triple H doesn't do drink or drugs, does he?
No, he never has he?
Yeah.
Even
but-
Shawn Michaels now, born again
No,
Christian.
Shawn Michael Ballman, yeah, that's it.
Thing is, though, you take them to a sex museum. I think you have fun in there, aren't you?
Yeah.
So are you going with 90s Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, I think you've got
Not
to
present
actually.
day.
Yeah, I think the original DX run actually to Amsterdam.
Right. All right.
There you go.
Different,
Yeah.
bit different. Isn't it? I won't expect
Yeah.
that. What would you do? Wait, go through your idea then.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen? So you going on the ferry? I assume you are.
No,
Check
you
on
got
a ferry
to fly
now.
now.
Let's go.
Got to fly.
Yeah,
It's
what
established.
about somebody else.
Just get on Stena Line from Newcastle.
Yeah.
We'll let you do that.
Go to Amsterdam Zoo and hope there's some animal shagging because that'll be quite funny.
We would. Hey, look at hey, Terry. Look at those zebras shagging. It's Triple H. He's got a boner.
Some museums and have a look in the windows.
Think what? Come on.
Yeah.
Terry's showing
Have a few
prostitutes.
pints.
Triple H in Amsterdam.
Go on, Terry.
I love this. Mhm. I went for a lads' weekend away in Amsterdam once, and we just took a canal boat trip. Didn't fancy drink, so me and Adam Allen went on a canal boat instead. All everyone else got high. True story. Clayton was there, actually. It's me, Adam, and Clayton. We went to a coffee shop and we just got a boat. I think Dale was with us actually. Yeah, it's a good crew. Yeah.
Sounds of it.
It was a good group.
Good group.
Fucking Clayton and Dale.
Animals. We're on a canal boat. We're on a canal boat. We got a day over. Any canal you want, mate.
It was a good group.
Good group. Pete was there. Pete.
Pete. We'll deal with it's the Jerry, but you Clayton in there. Clayton in jail.
Yeah, so you don't even do anything wrong with them. Like, no, we just want to go. Have a nice
Oh,
lovely
yeah,
day.
we're in Amsterdam, we'll be canal boat.
Yeah. Take a trip.
Just wanted to take a weekend off fly tipping.
Yeah. Allegedly.
you can't prove that it was me that
Yeah.
flight tipping.
Yeah. No, I've heard the story. Paddy goes, well, they should have took my bloody bins away. It's very fast.
Oh god, but see you rolling
Yeah.
on my eye,
Yeah.
fucking good group.
It's a good group. Well, it's not Triple H, obviously, but not Shawn Michaels, but it's a good group also.
Outrageous.
Right.
Um,
Who should we go to next?
I don't know what I'd pick now.
Yeah.
I asked the question about the gimmick. I didn't have an answer.
No, we'll go to Aaron now. You ruined it. You missed your chance, Aaron.
I would spend a day with screaming Norman Smiley,
Of course.
and I would take him to a haunted house because that'd just be entertaining as hell.
Just to watch him scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
There's some good
like
haunted houses. Isn't there?
Skeleton could just opens a door or something. It'd be screaming his tits off, wouldn't it?
would Ralphus be there?
Yeah. They come as a package, don't they? Package deal.
I suppose Terry took the entire DX. Though, so
It's just...
you can take two people.
Oh, that's,
Not even sorry.
That'd be good. That haunted house. I saw this like YouTube video. I'm big into YouTube these days. This YouTube video, this haunted house, right, where it's proper gruesome. They like rip your teeth out and that. You got to sign a waiver before you go in.
Rip your teeth out.
It's more just like torture and that. Like,
I'm signing up for
it's this fucking sick guy. It's called McCamey Manor.
And you pay for that shit.
You pay for them to rip your teeth out.
You pay for it, yeah. It's fucking mad, isn't that? They don't penetrate it. That's the rule. But anything else.
Oh, well, at least there's a rule.
Yeah. And it's like no one else has survived it. It's like because you tortured them. It's like no one's made it all up. But it's not really scary. It's not like go after out. It's just.
I've seen the ones where there's like a serial. I've seen the
Yeah.
ones like where it's like a serial killer in the house,
Yeah.
kind of thing, and he'll chase you. And never heard of someone ripping your teeth out.
Yeah.
Never heard of somebody actually doing the things he said.
I was gonna. Yeah. Well, I thought we could go for Terry Stack.
Terry no teeth. Speaking of weird things, has anybody watched Fresh on Netflix?
No, what the hell's that?
The new film, basically, I was told today, there's this girl, she's like dating people on Tinder or whatever. It's not actually going to call it Tinder, I'm sure for rights or whatever.
Hinge.
Well, I don't know what it is. She did.
Leave it. I don't have an account.
She gets disillusioned with these dates on Tinder and all that because they don't go very well. And she meets a guy in a coffee shop. She starts going out with him. And basically, he cooks people.
Yeah.
so my wife said, "Oh well, I think she gets kidnapped." So I'm thinking, "Oh, this will be all right." Then kidnapping, and then before I know it, she tries to escape, and he cuts her ass cheeks off.
Ah.
So
Does he? This is a question you probably don't need answering. But does he do like full base or does he just kind of?
So he cooks them for other people.
Oh, so like steaks and that, like.
So the one that we show you, she eats somebody else.
Sorry, steaks. And
it's a meatball. He shows you like the.
So he just prepared
the mincing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's fucking odd, but
at least if it's cooked, on your food poison.
The soundtrack is Heads Will Roll by the Yeah Yeahs.
Ah.
And it's
the heads. That one.
Yeah, genuinely been stuck in my head for about 3 days.
Yeah.
And I've decided that would be my new question. That would be my new boxing walk-on theme tune.
Ah, off of the heads. It's a bit gruesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it though, isn't it? Good though.
Scoop L. Scoop L got a scoop. Pino Ferry's ship has been detained by Grand Chaps.
Oh, fucking Grand Chaps.
So it's unfit to sail.
Isn't political around. Is it the Pride of Rotterdam? That was the one that was going, wasn't it?
They just said a Pino Ferry's ship, one of the two, but yeah.
Because they refused to get off, didn't they? More power to him.
Better not be part of the whole. We can't be.
It was the one in Hull, wasn't it? Where they didn't.
More bad publicity.
I saw something on the news today about the Pride of Rotterdam, but I won't really pay attention. But yeah, wrestling. I've decided I'll go back to wrestling, and then we'll do everyone's walk on music.
Oh, it's a Northern Irish one.
Right, okay. Because that's a question. That's a question itself. Yeah. Back to wrestling. I think I've decided I would like to go out with 80s Ric Flair to Vegas.
Ah.
I just think that'd be fucking mad. I don't think I'd survive. I don't think I'd want to. That'd be it. I'd be that. And, do you know what? I'd be happy.
Happy just to die.
I'm face down in the swimming pool at 5 in the morning.
Ric Flair's still doing his thing.
That would be it. I think Ric Flair. Imagine being on Ric Flair's private jet in that era. Because I imagine Ric Flair's because I've always wanted to be one of them people. You know, we see more films like where they're just walking anywhere and everyone's like, "Oh, here he is!" And then you just go through to the private rooms. And, yes, Ric Flair's the man.
Yeah.
Or Andre the Giant, just like walk around the park.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant apparently could drink pretty much everyone under the table, couldn't he?
Yeah, just I wouldn't try and drink with it. Just walk around the park.
I'm sure I read a story where he drank 80 pints in a night.
Yeah, I've read that.
Sure, he has like 12 bottles before WrestleMania 3, didn't he? Or something? 12 bottles of wine.
Didn't I used to just drink crates upon crates on flights and stuff?
Yeah.
But imagine walk around the park with Andre the Giant. I'd just be like starting on people.
So, Ross, I can imagine that because I've been in that position, but as Andre the Giant, when I went to Mysore Zoo in India.
What do you mean? You were just a big
I was just a big white bloke. Everyone was taking pictures of. I had someone go past me, and then Junior, my colleague, was just like, just whispered to me, "When yes, you are very tall." Oh, fine. And there's one point where there's like giraffes at one side. I was looking at giraffes. There's like golf carts and people on the back, and everyone starts taking pictures, but not all the giraffe of me.
How was that then? Because that's like the closest we'll ever get to Faith.
Yeah, no, it was really weird. I had a queue of people waiting to take pictures of me at one point. Genuinely, I'm not even kidding.
Did you charge them?
No, I should have done really.
Yeah, remember the killing?
100 rupees or something.
Yeah. What's that in English? 100 rupees.
Yeah, no, I yeah, there was this. I'd like to think, well, there's Indian lads out there. Like, there's fucking this white guy.
I want to think your photos being passed around in Indian WhatsApps.
Yeah.
Look at this big white dude.
Yeah, it's just out there, isn't it? Like it's a famous living. I've got no control of it. I'm sure I'll come back to
How does that make you feel?
I don't know. Just like a proper celebrity, I guess. Still like, you Luke from wrestling around. I was like, you've done well to predict that because it's not out yet.
Is it you who told me that you had a picture with a group of school children at the temple? Was that you?
No.
Somebody else, some tall white guy there.
I was at a temple, but no, there was no children there.
Yeah, somebody else told me that then.
Yeah.
That
was rumors.
Sorry, not as good as you.
Yeah.
Just sorry. Yeah. So wait, you had this? You said you have a deal with
Haku, and I just go and shit talk all my enemies.
Why are your enemies?
Chris Gregory. Yeah.
I don't think that exists anymore.
Yeah,
I think
that's it, really. I don't know what else I've got.
Yeah, good to be Chris Gregory.
Cedric.
Yeah.
Let's go on a walk culture office. Like,
I'd love to get. This is another dream of mine. Let's do another one. John Cena spend a day with Cedric and just watch him fucking grovel because John Cena's arms the size of his full body. Yeah. Or even like, I don't know, who does he hate in like WCW or like old school wrestlers? And just say, what were you saying about him?
Yeah,
and you got some comment, and didn't you say something about him? Did you say from wrestling?
You said about Roman, couldn't
you? Didn't you? I'll get that Mark Henry. Didn't you say his headlock wasn't very good?
Yeah, say oh very good. Oh, Vince himself. Yeah, pal, speak up.
That'd be a good. He's not a wrestler, is he? But I'd love to spend a day with Vince. I wouldn't even want to do anything. I just want to be in the corner while he's just living his life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have to chat to him. I just want to see a day in the life of Vince. See what he's up to. See what does he do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A full 24 hours. I'd love that.
That'd be good. Right. That was that one.
What everyone's welcome music.
Everyone's welcome music. What was this? It's not a question. That's not
yeah, no, but I put it in with it.
What event are we doing? What event? What are we
so we'll do, because I have two. I have one for boxing, one for darts. Right. We'll do darts first.
I mean, it is a wrestling podcast, so we could do wrestling or something.
Yeah. Wrestling, if you want.
That'd be alright.
What? This is wrestling, what?
Yeah. Sort of.
Wrestling walk-on museum.
I don't know. Go with darts one there.
Two wrestling darts one.
Yeah, well, I think at the moment, actually, no, for anything right now, if you ask me immediately, I'll probably change tomorrow. Ain't No Doubt by Jimmy Nell.
Banger. Absolute
banger. She's lying. I just thought that part. Like, have you seen it?
Would you open with that? Was that been the first thing?
Yeah, well, no, because he does that bit. He goes, she says, it's not you, it's me. Oh, yeah. I know. Goodbye. I want to see you on. And then she's like, ain't no doubt. Yeah, it's great.
Because, it's like Edge's Alter Bridge one.
I love you. And then he's just going, she's lying. It's great.
He changed it round, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's would you change parts of the song around to fit him in?
Yeah, I think I'd just go with just on a loop of she's lying. Just constantly. What, like, Google after this, Jimmy Nail, Top of the Pops. Ain't No Doubt. Because it's one thing to hear it on the record, but to see him do it live, because it's just she's singing. I don't know nobody else, and he's just like, She's lying.
And then,
like on stage.
If you Google and stuff, it's
class.
nothing to do with wrestling or walk on music. But just Google Ted Hankey and the Devil.
Oh my god, that is the greatest. I think that's, to be honest, I'm planning on using that when I update the clips finally on Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation.
It's me and the Devil.
Who's gonna win? I think it's me.
Did you miss this? Well, just Google Ted Hankey Devil, right? It's been doing the rounds on Twitter recently.
Mm-hmm. It was in the Colourholic Hall of Fame every week.
Ted Hankey, you know?
Yeah, that clip, Ted Hankey. yeah.
Somebody else did it recently. Someone did it recently on that and said it's the Devil. I've been mad and said it on commentary as well.
Yeah, it was
him
like
and the Devil.
BDO in like 2015. Right? It was somehow just doing the rounds. But yeah, so for me, Jimmy Nail, and no doubt.
Terry Peters, walk on music.
Walk on music. Smooth operator. We'll go with that.
Asada.
Yeah, true.
You'd be a heel, 100%. You'd be a heel. Peters coming onto that.
Why?
Oh, come on. You can't have smooth operator and be a face.
Of course you can.
I'm not having that. You'd be a heel. You'd be booed.
No, Terry would be like a Cody Rhodes style heel where he doesn't realize he's a heel. He's going out to smooth operator. I'm like, yeah. And everyone's like, boo, fuck you. Like,
they're all saying boo hands.
Yeah. I'll say boo, Peters. Like,
Boo earned.
So smooth operator, that would be it. Yeah, Aaron, what would yours be?
hang on a minute. What was your entrance music for Travis T? Did you have one?
No.
Yeah, Travis T's in the ring announcement.
Got a jobber entrance.
I'm sorry, it's Peters, right? I'm sorry, we're sidetracking again. How long was your first match then? How many matches did you have? Did you have just the one?
Mm-hmm.
And how long was it?
About 8 minutes, something like that.
8 minutes?
But that's all right, though, isn't it?
That's a good quality Raw match, that.
What happens in it then?
That's longer than most.
Did you get any moves off? Or
That's longer than most Goldberg
Yeah,
matches.
it was just showing what we did, really.
Who was it against?
Some other trainee.
What were they called?
Oh, what was his name?
Some fucking jabroni.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Some fucking jabroni.
Have they done anything since?
No.
No. Did they have
Yeah,
another
actually,
match?
they go by the name Pac now, I believe.
It's Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
A young, Andrew Galloway was his best friend.
What happened? Did you get any offense off? Or?
Yeah, it was just showing what we learned, what we did, and stuff like that. It was quite good. Enjoyed
Any
it.
what moves? Can you remember any moves? Or
Suplexes, did DDT, full Nelsons, that sort of stuff. Hip tosses.
What was the finish?
I got speared.
you got speared, and then for the 3 count.
Yeah.
The crowd boo or cheer.
No reaction whatsoever.
Nobody was there.
Just like, it was this fucking idiot. Yeah, it's a sad tale.
Well, there you've done it.
I was going to say, lift out.
I would say 8 minutes is a decent match.
I was bloody knackered afterwards.
Had you booked it before, or did you do it on the fly?
No,
you practicing the match.
No, we did do a bit of talking about it.
Because I remember, I think it was Kevin Owens said when he was at some school in Canada, basically they did shows like every 3 months. So he had 3 months just practice his matches with other people there.
Yeah, I think we had about a week.
Okay, well, more power to you.
What was the Franklin Star in?
5 stars.
5 stars. You never know what a Franklin Star is.
Yeah.
Aaron, what would your walk-on music be?
So I'm here for the bangers. Always here for the bangers. Between 2. So first one, Take That, Never Forget.
No, I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
It's banger, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Second one, War of the Worlds. Can't remember which song it is. The one that goes dun 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 dun. That one.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I can come out like as an alien or something.
From Jeff Wayne's one.
Yeah, Jeff Wayne.
Yeah, Jeff Wayne.
I changed mine all the time. See, I've worked out like shows in my head for my wrestling one would be fucking in the bushes by Oasis.
Yeah. Would you include the words like "fucking in the bushes" constantly?
I don't really see that.
It says
That could
every
be
point
a-
again, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's every in the middle, doesn't it? Would that could be a thing you finish? Fucking in the bushes. God damn. Fucking in the bushes.
Will he stop?
Yeah.
Like a prima donna, absolute banger.
Yeah. Can't do that wrestling now, can you? See how Grado's kind of
Grado. That's more darts that those people sing about. I worked out a full light show to Sliver, Click Click Boom. Genuinely worked out a full light show to that.
Classic. It's a classic.
Heads will roll. Yes.
Oh, we're dead. Yeah, I will say my walk-on theme to the office is Roman Reigns. It's a certain point I get to where I'm about 2 minutes away from the office. You go play it, and then you walk in. It sets you up for the day, you know.
Oh, I also worked out for a while. I worked out the light show to Welcome to the Jungle.
Welcome to the
Jungle. It's just a badass tune, isn't it?
It's all right. It's good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm hosting.
It's fine. That's natural.
I can't help it. I just keep hosting.
Well, I've got the next card is what's your favorite breakfast cereal, and is it different than when you were a kid?
100%. I can answer straight away. Crunchy Nut Clusters.
Crunchy Nut. Well, the chocolate ones.
No, Honey Nut. I don't buy actual Crunchy Nut. I buy Aldi's own. It says in the box 14 servings. I'm lucky if I get 2.
What do you mean? I thought
it's
variety.
It's genuinely. I could just eat box after box after box.
Yeah.
Put the milk in the freezer so it's a bit colder.
What?
Ice cold milk. Or outrageous.
So does it not just become like a milk block?
No, because you don't freeze it for ages. You just put it in to give it an extra chill.
Oh, that's a fact. How long do you have to leave it in for?
10 minutes. Well.
So you got to plan ahead.
Yeah.
What you're saying is, Ross, you need someone to invent a microwave that cools stuff down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, microwave cool or something.
Oh yeah.
Like a blast chiller. A blast chiller.
Yeah. You could get a bucket of dry ice.
You bang it in the fridge. Time you've made your cup of tea and that. Done whatever else you're doing in the day. Opening the house, opening all the curtains and that. Pour it on. 100%.
So is it?
So good.
Is it different from when you were a kid, though? So that's the follow-up question.
Yeah, because as a Cocoa Pops man or a Nesquik man.
No, fuck that. You were always a Golden Nuggets man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Golden Nuggets. Golden Nuggets are Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
Start. Do you remember Start cereal? I used to have that.
Oh, it's like Cheerios, but 3 of them in one. Yeah.
And then I moved on to Lion Bar cereal for a while, but Lion Bar is too expensive.
That's just a bowl of sugar, right?
Yeah. You can't. Yeah. You just can't live with like that.
Yeah.
Not these days. But yeah, now Aldi's own Crunchy Nut Clusters.
Favorite cereal? Terpears.
Nowadays, Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies.
There's going to be a surely a finite amount of Terpears going to have.
Oh, porridge.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I do a porridge every day.
Do you have anything on your porridge?
Honey or peanut butter or both.
Oh,
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Crunchy peanut butter.
Well, I should put it on golden syrup and porridge. I think it's too much.
Prefer honey.
As somebody would pour golden syrup straight into the mouth, I would do
that. Not gonna lie, gotta squeeze the bottle. I have tried that.
So down there, yeah.
It's glorious. Yeah.
Pancakes are so much better.
Is it different from when you were a kid, Peters? What was childhood Terry? Little Terry?
Whatever was on TV, really.
Don't get Little Terry out.
Yeah, that was Little Terry's favourite.
Easily influenced. So whatever was on the telly. I remember having these Michael Owen things once. That was weird.
I briefly remember them.
Was it Nutri-Grain or something?
Michael Owen cereal.
That is a really boring cereal.
Yeah, it's probably all brown when it was Michael Owen.
It's like Weetabix, sponsored by Michael Owen.
Sporties?
Oh, they were just Cheerios, weren't they? I wasn't thinking of.
Yeah, and they had little red bits in them that apparently gave you energy. A power zone.
Golden, yeah.
Did they give you energy?
No, did they fuck? It was just another marketing material, wasn't it, to make you feel like you were going to be Michael Owen.
The way you were saying that, you sounded really disappointed, like you bought it.
That was the most cynical thing I've ever read in my life. Did they fuck?
Oh no, look a bit more like, they're more like shreddies, aren't they?
Mm.
Yeah.
Frosted shredders are all right.
Oh, they are. That's because they call shredded wheat sporty, so that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Frosters are all right, aren't they? Added sugar.
Oh, they're cornflakes, are they?
What? Yeah. Frosters?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of frosted shredders.
Frosted wheat. I'm thinking of
frosted shredders. Well, frosted shredders what they got. Ricicles though. Ricicles over Rice Krispies for me.
Yeah, but you know,
you've got to add your own sugar. Just sinks to the bottom of it.
What did you think of the white chocolate?
White chocolate. No, they were crap.
Well, Ross, they've got strawberry versions now, and also hazelnut. But apparently, the hazelnut ones are gash.
I'm a fan of hazelnut chocolate because I'm a big sort of Nutella fan. But again, a strawberry one, the flavour goes too quick, and it doesn't stay in the milk. I won't mind if it's white chocolate milk afterwards, but it's not. It's just milk.
This is why I was always Nesquik over Cocoa Pops. I'm sorry, I've said it.
It's got wet, yeah. No, I agree with you. And then Aldi, I don't buy branded cereal anymore. I buy Aldi's own, and they've changed their Cocoa Pops, and not having that. It's just it's like in cardboard.
Sometimes I think cereal's one of the one things I insist on having branded. Franklin, what's your favourite cereal?
Number 1, Cookie Crisp.
Yes.
Excellent choice.
Me like some cookies.
Yeah.
Number 2, Weetabix.
You do versatile Weetabix.
Yeah.
What do you have on your Weetabix?
Just whatever's in the house.
How do you do it as well? Because me and my wife do Weetabix different.
What do you mean?
Wow, is there different ways of doing it? Go on, explain.
So I put 2 Weetabix in a bowl, pour a little bit of milk on, bang it in the microwave, eat it. Yeah. Whereas my wife will mash it up.
I'll mash it up.
And just put more milk on, but it's more milk and it's more like porridge.
Yeah, it's the way to do it.
Whereas I don't. I eat them as 2 bars.
Yeah, I eat them as 2 bars. But
I don't so the milk soaks up into the Weetabix.
I've heard also that apparently overnight Weetabix is the newest TikTok sensation.
Is that like overnight oats?
Yeah.
Just pour your oats.
It tastes like cheesecake, yeah. Apparently. But, the most infuriating Weetabix tale I've ever had is I went with a guy once. Normally, do you have 3 Weetabix, right? This guy had 2.5 Weetabix every time.
What?
He said,
you come in packs of 24.
And it wasn't Phil.
Shout out to Phil. Thanks.
Shout out to Phil. Shout out for listening, regular listeners. We'll all get a shout out today.
David Middlesbrough as well. She's all right.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
That's all of them.
Hey.
Yeah.
Because we got the biggest listener. He's now a host on the show.
I should. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. J. Ryan as well. That's all of them. Yeah. Right, we'll go all in. But yeah, 2.5 Weetabix.
That's outrageous. That.
It's outrageous because I don't.
What's he do when he gets to the end? He's got like 1.5 left.
He's got to buy a new box. It happened before. We witnessed it in the office. He used to have the big 48 packs, so he kept in his drawer.
I guess there were 24 or 48s. They don't go into 2.5.
Don't go into 2.5 first. I'm just going to do the math. I can't do it out loud because it's been a long time since I did my degree.
This has got nothing to do with cereal.
Divided by 2.5. Yeah, it's 9.27. Ridiculous.
This has nothing to do with cereal or breakfast, but just watching somebody eat somebody in a workplace environment. I once watched somebody eat 6 Granny Smith apples in about 20 minutes. Because he bought some apples and he ate one, and obviously it was back when I was an engineer, and someone said to him, "Bet you can't eat all 6 of them," and he went, "Yeah, I can." Genuinely, he was crying as he was eating 6 rods, and he didn't do anything. He had to go to the nest.
What happens to you when you have too many apples?
Oh, he was just crying because it's so sour. I mean, I'm a Granny Smith fan. My choice of apples is Granny Smith. I'm a big apple fan. But he kept eating them. He was sweating. He was a big lad anyhow, but he was just genuinely sweating. Whipped his jumper off, and like his polo shirt.
There's a moral. There's a moral here. You can't exceed your father, dear.
It was so funny. And the trainer, because we was apprentices, so I'd have been 16, so I think he would have been 16, 17. The trainer came in and was like, sort of, it's just like, he's got 2 apples. He's got 2 apples left. Jen just went, all right, okay. Honestly, he was great. He couldn't eat anymore. He was like, I'm sorry for it. The 4th apples when it went rapidly downhill. and he got through the 5th and the 6th. He ate a lot of it, but wasn't finished. I don't, not to the standard of the other 5 apples.
Yeah, I'm surprised by this, to be honest. I think it'd be tiring, wouldn't it? Especially if
he was crying. He was genuinely crying.
I reckon if you
why he
sliced
bought
them up-
6 apples? I don't know.
Yeah. Deal's a deal. Right. Yeah. I reckon I could have done it as a student. I couldn't do it now.
I don't think I could do it. I'm a big fan of apples.
Yeah. As a student, I used to buy 4 sausage rolls at a time. And that was
that's different though, because they're not sour. It was
Yeah.
the acidity was getting to him.
Yeah, so it's just like got no tooth by the end of it. Oh, the acid reflux had been going on for days, wasn't it?
Oh, honestly, it was hilarious. 'Cause you're full. This was at like 12 o'clock, and we went till 5. The after, it was just you just turned around and you were doing your jobs, and you were going.
Yeah, absolutely gross.
And then to make it worse, we made him a brew. We put a load of sugar in it. It don't normally have sugar. So you had that as well. So it was a good day. So if anybody ever dares you to have 6 apples, don't eat 6 apples.
Ah, well, the next question.
What do you have for breakfast?
It's always been Nesquik for me.
Nesquik.
Yeah, if I'm feeling mature, I'll
How
go
much
for
milk do you put in? Because this is another debate I've had with my wife.
Oh, too much, and I end up drinking it afterwards. But you can't do that. Because, like I'm a
Well, that's the
nightmare.
best part. Is that the best part? And breakfast.
You know when you have like breakfast in a hotel or anything?
Yeah.
I always put too much milk on it. I've just got to leave a bowl of milk.
No,
Because I'm just-
not me. I make it.
Don't slap. I can't. No, I'm a bearded man. I can't be slapping milk in public.
Especially when it goes chocolatey.
Yeah, it still feels such a waste.
Oh, no, love it.
Because you have those stupid shallow bowls as well.
Oh, right, there's another debate then. So what's your cereal bowl like? Because this is why I don't eat Weetabix, because it goes into a different bowl, because I can't fit them in.
Yeah,
It's
cereal.
got to be
Big
deep,
bowl.
hasn't it? Yeah, deep.
It is. Cereal bowl.
Normal bowl?
No, but not the same bowl you'd eat pasta out of.
No.
You can't be using the pasta dish. Ross is a proper like Torio. It's got all the bowls for everything.
Yeah, genuinely. I have 3 types of bowl in my
It's
house. I have
so
cereal bowl, regular bowl, with a wide bowl.
Bloody-
Pasta bowl. Pasta bowl.
keeping up appearances.
Regular bowl.
Yeah.
How many bowls do you have at home, Peter?
2 different types. Big bowl, normal bowl.
Ah. See, I have a small kitchen, so at the moment I only have regular bowls.
To be fair, when I've run out of normal bowls, I have eaten cheese out of, when you get a cheese grater and it falls into a little thing. I've
You
used
were
them
just
as-
eating cheese?
No, like how you get a cheese grater and it goes into like a
Yeah, no,
container.
Peter's, I know how cheese grater works. It goes, you grate it, and it goes into the bigger bowl, because I've got
Yeah.
cheese grater similar.
You haven't seen my
Would you-
cheese grater.
Yeah.
Was you eating anything else with the cheese, or was you just eating cheese out of the dish?
No. I use that as a cereal bowl. I use that as a cereal bowl.
Oh, I'm assuming this is the period where you lived alone.
I've done it here.
This is classic Peters. I don't want to clean the bowl, so I'm just going to use a cheese grater bowl.
You've done it
Sweet
here.
myself
You've been in a house less than a
Oh,
year.
God, that did not go where I thought that was going to go.
I thought you were just eating cheese out of the.
No. I've eaten cereal out of it before.
Oh my god!
On more than one occasion.
It's like
Good to drink the milk out of as well.
What do you mean you drank? You ate cereal on the cheese grater? What do you?
on social media after this. Can
I've
you please
also,
post a picture of your cheese grater so we can all see it?
I've also eaten it out of a mixing bowl before. Because again, I had no clean things. It's got a little spout on it, which is perfect to drink the milk out.
Never let your partner go.
I've eaten.
Never let her go.
I've eaten pasta
She's still
straight.
doing it now. She's
I've
not even
eaten-
fixed that.
I've eaten pasta
Give it
straight.
time. There's a lot to work on. Give it time.
I've eaten pasta straight out the bowl before because I didn't have any clean plates.
My
So I just
housemate-
mix whatever in with
You'll
the
all
pan.
know which housemate I'm talking about. Yeah,
Adam Owens.
He used to cook. He used to cook pasta. He used straight out of the pan. Just sat there in the living room with a pan.
Do you have a sauce on it?
No, he was like literally what I said, pasta and hot dogs, and that's literally what it was.
What what type of pasta? What talking
Okay.
Because I kind of get it. It's like some sort of.
I think there was a
ravioli or tortellini. Do you know what I mean? Where there's a filling.
I think he used to put pesto on it quite a bit.
He also used to use paper plates, didn't he?
Yeah, because he'll clean up. He had like a pack of like 50 plastic cups, but we filled them all with water and put them around his room. When he had away for a weekend.
Oh, that's outrageous.
So he just came back to like 50 plastic cups.
That is outrageous.
Full of water. Kill the environment, but
yeah,
worth it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. You probably reuse the cups. I don't know. Terry was probably eating cereal out next time he came back.
You can't feed you a cereal off a cheese grater. How do you think that's acceptable?
What cereal was it? What?
Just cornflakes, I think. With some nice milk.
Why is that funny?
It won't put it past me.
Cornflakes with some nice milk.
The nice milk with the cornflakes. Like, I've checked myself.
What's bad milk?
I've checked myself and it's in there this week.
Oh, I did that
You
once.
buying Cravendale?
No, I did that once. I accidentally put bad milk on my cereal. It was like,
no.
I could see like.
You don't smell it beforehand?
Well, no, because I was half asleep. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
You definitely finished it.
No. I did try once putting water on my cereal when I didn't have any milk.
I've often I never one of my housemates who
Put
wasn't.
water on your cereal.
Yeah,
Struggled through it, didn't I?
I
What
never one of
cereal
my,
was
yeah.
that?
Cornflakes.
God. So the most boring cereal going. You put water on.
Yeah. I never one of my
Oh, right,
housemates who
Christ.
wasn't Adam Holland. No, he wasn't making cereal. He was making a cup of tea, and it ran out of milk, so he used ice cream. Which I think is quite genius, really.
Have milk in it, but it's not. But the thing is, it's flavoured.
Yeah, just vanilla though on it. Put a scoop in
Yeah.
it. That was Ash. Shout out to Ash.
That's going to
Yeah. We're only 19 at 10. This is more acceptable, I think.
Yeah, it's fine. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Christ. Oh, I remember when being 19. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
We knew it was all to do with shit like that. Yeah. I finished my bottle of Prosecco if anyone's interested. Keep us
What the
going.
hell? You finished the bottle?
Yeah.
Christ, I'm a fed kind of seltzer and I'm dying.
So I'm gonna leave you shortly to get a few more beers.
Next question then. We're in the what the fuck? Yeah, I like this one. We're in a WTF section now. What is the sexiest and least sexy name?
Clive.
Is it Terry Peters?
Keith.
Keith. I can't. Is Keith Williams dying out?
I think he's dead, isn't it?
Gary is, isn't it? Gary.
Yeah.
It's been no new Garys for a while. Isn't it? Fucking Keith. Imagine looking at a baby and going, "Yeah, Keith."
I've tried this with my wife. Tried all the old man names: Keith, Kenneth, Gary.
Aldred.
Not having it.
Kenneth, I reckon you get away with.
Little baby Ken.
Kenny for sure.
Little baby Ken.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, but Keith is about 40. He just goes.
I just think Keith for the office now.
Is he? Who's Keith? In the English office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wet t-shirt guy.
Yeah. Wet t-shirt competition. Yeah.
He's a DJ, isn't he? The Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gross, isn't it? Sexiest, so it's got to be something like Sebastian.
Yeah, anything French, really, innit? Or Lou.
No.
No. I feel like-
No, no one likes Ross, either.
No.
No, there's not many of us.
Russ.
Terry.
Russ.
Russ. Yeah. So we all settled on. We'll just ask a group question now. Keith.
I think Keith is the one that.
And the sexiest is also Keith, but in a different way. Right.
What about women then? No women's name.
No one dares. So
Karen.
Ruth Badger.
Karen.
Is she dead? No, she's not.
No,
Ruth
it's
Badger
Stu-
dead.
It's Stuart Baggs that's dead.
Nice.
I was having this conversation this week.
Stuart Baxter Brown.
What's
She makes
that?
the band. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace. Right. Wrestling question then. Which wrestler hasn't main evented WrestleMania who should have?
Me.
Batista's wrestling. Main evented it.
Oh, Triple H won it.
21.
Yeah, but he should have against Undertaker.
Yeah. But I think like someone who's never been in a main event of WrestleMania should have been.
We're talking no title matches then.
I think just not the top. The
So
top
CM
one.
Punk. So CM Punk.
Well, Chris Jericho. No, Chris Jericho has been in the main event.
Because Jericho wasn't. He should have been because he should have been Rock Hogan.
Yeah.
Scott Hall.
Got a hole in
Yeah,
the
spot on.
Yeah. Kevin Nash has done it, hasn't
Has he? It's Diesel. Surely it
he?
was.
Yeah, he must have done. Yeah, he must have done his Diesel, right? Oh no, he didn't. Because that year it was Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor in the main event, right?
Fuck me.
Where he won the title.
Savage ever headlined? Surely.
Yes, he wrestled.
As the Mega Powers. When the Mega Powers exploded.
Yeah, that one. He's done it twice actually. He won a tournament before, hasn't he? So I don't want to see CM Punk sounds too obvious, though, doesn't it?
For me, Regal. I mean, it's not WrestleMania. Regal never was in the main event, wasn't he? He should have been.
Yeah,
Yeah, should have been.
yeah. You'd like to see it happen, wouldn't you?
Farouk.
Farouk.
Should have been up there.
Yeah, man, it's weird.
Yeah. I wonder if there's anyone. I'm going to go a bit of a curveball, right? But Braun Strowman, specifically WrestleMania 34.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
Yeah,
was
when he was
there.
red hot.
Should have been in it,
hot,
shouldn't he?
yeah.
Should have been. He was massive, wasn't he?
Rusev.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know what
Rusev
Rusev
is-
said.
He's mid carder at best.
Yeah, he should have won the title. I agree with you there. Whether he should have been main event, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sheamus
Main
event,
event of WrestleMania is a bigger thing, though, isn't it? Than just kind of
Sheamus?
having a WWE title run.
Sheamus
Sheamus
never
has
did,
never
did
done, never been in the main event. He's won
Well,
the
he's
title,
looking
but it's in the
at
fair opening match, right?
Is Edge ever done the main event?
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
So yes, all right. Because he always seems to hold the secondary title.
I
doesn't he?
sound like such a nerd if I just got these stats out there, like immediately. Like, yeah, 24.
Yes, 24.
I think you'll find.
The Miz,
Yeah, he's done it 27. Yeah.
Sting.
Sting, well, he's interesting, isn't he?
He's never done it.
He's never been there to do it, yeah. Same with Goldberg, I guess.
Yeah,
Goldberg was headline.
Goldberg, Austin in that era.
Yeah.
Two
All right, yeah,
bears,
let's
two
have another one
bears.
then. What's the biggest match that never happened that now can't?
Hogan Austin.
Hogan
Yeah.
Austin. I think it's
Hogan
that
Austin's
or
the one.
Taker and Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then one of them.
Sting.
Yeah, take a Sting. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fairly easy, that wasn't it? All
Or
right, what's-
even like Lesnar Hogan. I'd love to see that.
that happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Not
like,
WrestleMania,
not
but
proper,
it's
not
happened.
proper though, was it?
Yeah, they had a feud.
That was
Did they
when
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was when Lesnar was retiring for everyone in his debut year.
Hogan attacked Brock Lesnar with a steel chair.
Didn't he beat
On the Titan
he beat him for the title, didn't he? Lesnar.
Yes,
Around
I wanna say it is.
The one after
Black,
Judgment Day.
wasn't it around Backlash time?
Yeah. It was in between that SummerSlam and WrestleMania, wasn't it?
NWO DX. That never really
Really
happened,
quick.
did it?
Yeah.
That would have been decent.
That'd have been good. Yeah, it happened in that Sting match, didn't it?
Yeah, but it
Sort
didn't
of.
really propose it.
Yeah. But then what's the biggest match that could still happen that hasn't yet? So across any promotions, what's the biggest match that could be booked that still
Pac and-
could? So everyone's active.
Pac and Drew.
Roman Reigns, Ric Flair.
I think that's the one who'd kill him. One spear and he's down in. I thought you were going to say Reigns Omega.
I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
that's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's difficult, isn't it?
What about Jericho Reigns? I'd say Jericho's a bigger star than Omega.
I think that's happened though,
personally.
hasn't it?
Has it?
You know when he was feuding with Kevin Owens and he must have had a singles match.
John Moxley Reigns. Has that ever happened?
Yeah,
Not
pretty
as
sure that's
Moxley
happened.
though, has he? But
Not as
Moxley's
Moxley.
for me,
Yeah.
Moxley's the biggest star out of
Yeah.
AEW.
So now we're just saying the biggest match possible. Or is it just two WWE guys? I don't know.
Okada Reigns.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's not Okada's fault. I don't think anyone really cares about New Japan like they used to
No,
3 or 4
no,
years
but
ago.
you'd still lose your shit if that happened.
Oh yeah, if you're still 10. We all did when they were teasing, or McIntyre was teasing him and Okada and everyone was going mad for it, weren't they? Even though it was a really
Yeah.
random match when you think about it.
The biggest money match current is Lesnar Reigns, hands down. There's no bigger money draw than them two at the moment.
Yeah.
You put Brock Lesnar in any match. It's money in
Yeah,
it.
Farm and
Yeah.
Brock will it.
No,
I would like to
yeah.
see Edge vs Christian. They're both back.
I don't know. No, I wanted to see them tag together, to be honest. That's what I'm really sad about with Christian.
Edge and Christian best the Hardy Boys.
No, I think like someone like the New Day or the Usos. You know, like the current generation.
Usos, yeah.
The Usos actually makes more sense now. I think about it.
Usos versus Edge and Christian.
Because you know when Edge was feuding with Reigns, and then obviously he kind of lost, and because the Usos screwed him. That would have been a really good next storyline, wouldn't it?
Christian fucked up.
Yeah, Christian fucked up by going to it. But you know, after Money in the Bank, where Edge lost SummerSlam, Edge and Christian versus the Usos would have been. I mean, it wouldn't have been a main event level match, but it would have been the biggest tag team match you could do at that point.
It's not the biggest match, but I'd love to see Gunther or Walter against Lesnar.
That would be a big meeting.
I'd love to see that. I would love. Oh my, that would be so good.
I think you might get to see that this year, Russ.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Yeah.
If you just let them go at it, it'd be like when Samoa Joe and Lesnar went at it for that one match.
Great Balls of Fire. That's great, wasn't it?
It's so good. The lead up to that, Samoa Joe was his element. Lesnar actually must have liked Samoa Joe because he was giving to him. Oh, come on, that was so good.
I feel like Lesnar likes everyone but Dean Ambrose, you know. The more I think about it. You know when you think he was sold for, like Balor, Styles, Bryan. Everyone but Ambrose basically on
it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bob Holly. Don't like Bob Holly.
No, he sandbagged Bob Holly. Well, no, Bob Holly sandbagged him in it, so he's
that is my favourite side, is the Bob Holly tried to be ridiculous.
Okay. His neck.
I'm an absolute freak of nature. I'm just going to destroy you.
Terry, what is your biggest match that could still happen?
Biggest match that could still happen. Sting and Roman.
Yeah, he's back on the scene, isn't he? Old Stinger.
Yeah, got a 8-man tag match. Have you seen any of it?
I saw the bit where he flew off the fucking barricade. Like, literally did a jump off the stands, like, over the entrance on it. It was incredible considering he's like, what is he, like 62? Is it his 60s now or is it late 50s?
No, he's in his 60s. Early 60s.
Sting.
I think it's his 61.
But yeah, considering he had to retire, he is 63. Bloody hell, he's older than we all thought. He is the same age as my dad. I can't see my dad doing that. No offense to Jeff. I can't see him essentially doing a crowd dive. But yeah, I think Sting and Roman would do well now. I wish that Sting's run was better than it was. You know, that kind of just ended with that injury against Rollins and it before it really got going.
One of the worst WWE runs, would you say? Yeah,
he's technically 2 for 2, isn't he? Because he won the 2 Raw matches in between. But yeah, it was just really disappointing, wasn't it? Like, you should never have lost to Triple H. I think we can all agree that was a ridiculous fucking decision. It made no sense, given how much Triple H had lost to like everyone else at WrestleMania. But even I don't know if there was a different ending planned, but his loss to Seth Rollins just really killed him off anyway, didn't it? Like, I know they couldn't go to the planned finish because he broke his neck or injured his neck, got a stinger, didn't he? But it would have been good. Like, I don't know how they would have done it if Rollins was meant to return. But it would have been good to see Sting as WWE champion, I thought.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
That should be the biggest wife. I know we got that picture of him holding the belt, but it would have been good just to see him actually do it. Well, but yeah. Aaron, what are your thoughts? We'll wait for us to get back. We'll stall. Any other dream matches?
I just want to see Jericho back in WWE.
Yeah, we could do a lot. Current Jericho looks fantastic, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I know I've been taking a piss on him for this podcast for a long time, but he looks in really good shape now.
You heard his new gimmick is sports entertainer.
Yeah, the Jericho Appreciation Society. Yeah, I've not seen any of the promos yet, but it's very, very Jericho, isn't it?
Him and CM Punk have been at it over Twitter as well.
Oh, I've not seen that. I follow
CM,
off, weirdly.
CM Punk tweeted back saying pro wrestler.
Yeah.
But apparently CM Punk wants the title now.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, he's the biggest draw in that company, I think. Who's the Hangman Page, isn't it still? So
yeah,
I think that'd be a decent feud, to be honest.
Yeah, now they seem to have taken Moxley and Danielson out of the title picture.
I think those guys are just going to put people over now for a bit.
I think that's all they need to do.
I feel like you can get a bit more on Moxley, but I feel like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, like, I feel like that's probably what he wants to do now, innit? Just have matches with like random people and put them over a bit.
Yes, he's one of them people that probably can't achieve much more in the career.
Yeah, he's literally done it all. Hasn't
He's a future Hall of Famer.
he? Yeah,
Not got anything else to prove.
Think he'll be back in WWE
Yeah,
for a Hall of Fame induction?
I think William Regal will as well.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think they probably would have put Regal in now had he not signed with AEW, to be honest, because he tends to do that sometimes. So they release people and give them all. Like Bischoff last year, he got sacked from his position and became Hall of Famer straight away. Ross, we're just talking about the possibility of Sting having a match WWE because he's dived off a fence at like 63, isn't he?
Yeah, just not against Seth Rollins.
No,
Sorry, I have to go restock because I finished my first.
Restart, bloody hell. He's on one. What you got now?
Neck oil.
Excellent. Aaron, were you drinking? Oh, Gamma Ray, you haven't, weren't you?
Yeah.
Every single one I've opened has frothed up.
Yeah, shout out to Beavertown. That was a good question, that one. Okay, what is your favourite wrestling era? We're just sticking to the wrestling ones now. It's decent.
Attitude, isn't it? That's the Charlie.
No, for me,
No.
Ruthless Aggression. 2006-ish time for me.
Ruthless for me.
I was just into it more, I think.
Well,
I understood what was going on a bit more.
I watch the most now. Is Attitude.
Yeah. You don't. It's the Welsh watch now is 1997 WCW.
Oh, sorry.
I suppose it is Attitude Era, isn't it? But then it was
What's your favourite wrestling era? 95 Hogan.
Yeah, 95 Hogan. What's the greatest pay-per-view of all time? Yeah, it's
95 Havoc.
Sorry. So, what is your least favourite era of wrestling?
I couldn't give a shit about the 80s. Old shit.
Hulkamania?
AWA, NWA.
During the territory days now.
WWE. I don't care. I just don't care about it. I also don't care for the sort of early 10s.
For me,
where it was like R-Truth in main events.
Yeah.
No offense to R-Truth, but low point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For me, for me, it's when WWE went PG. When the first went PG.
Was that 2009? 2008, 2009?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I said that there was. Because I guess that's when me and Aaron, we were watching him live at that point, weren't we? Quite
yeah.
a bit, but
When I watch stuff back in comparison to like watching Attitude or even modern day stuff now, they're starting to bring a bit of blood back now, aren't they? And you don't need it for every match. I'm not saying you do. And there's nothing worse than a blade job. But like Brock Lesnar the other week, it fit in, didn't it? Fit in with the segment, shall we say, where he was busted open.
He does it so well, doesn't he, Brock? Like,
he does, yeah.
Everything he does is purposeful.
Yeah.
Being going to bleed for just the fuck of it, is he? He's just going to, like, Brock, I think he is. I think he's really underrated in some ways.
Farm Rock is one of the best sellers. Is money in Brock. No matter what you say about Brock, is money. That's why he's at the top of the card.
Yeah. I completely agree. I think he's probably one of the best wrestlers on the planet. I think, who was it who said he was the best wrestler?
Undertaker.
Was it Undertaker? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody with a lot of headlines.
He can do what can't Brock do? He can have a match with anybody.
Yeah. I like him versus little guys.
His best match has been recently.
I love that.
AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, the Planet Champions.
Yeah. His series of like random Survivor Series matches against like smaller guys. And the Balor one, was it the Rumble?
In
between that as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good.
Yeah, because we nearly got Brock vs Jinder, and we're going to end up with Brock vs Daniel Bryan. No, Brock vs AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, yeah.
Miles better.
Yeah. No,
because everyone forgets about Brock. And it says, let's not forget when he was 2003. He had that series of Angle. Good stuff.
I think it was just people. The Suplex City thing was just getting a bit boring on it, and it's kind of part time and
been done to death.
Yeah, the WrestleMania
overtook his career, didn't it? Suplex City.
I think the WrestleMania 34 main event with Roman just didn't land at all. We were there in the crowd, like it didn't go down well, did it? And I love.
And when he won, because Roman kicked out 5F5 or something.
Yeah, it just wasn't a very good match, was it? Even me, as the most hardcore Roman Reigns fan on the planet,
it
was not. Who
did you pick to win that match?
Lesnar won the competition. I had to pull
out.
Wasn't
it a draw?
I think I changed it last minute just so I could win it. I'll pull it back to a draw on it, however it was. That I was the only person in the arena who thought Lesnar was going to win.
I can't remember that much after that because we went and drank all the Hurricanes afterwards, which is I would recommend after any WrestleMania. outrageous.
And then we got an Uber for about 500 meters down the road because we didn't know where we were.
Because we got lost in New Orleans.
I would love to see a feud between Lesnar and Theory, like a proper feud.
Yeah, I think they could have a banger match
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
based on the little guys.
Mhm.
Let's end this show. We won't end it anytime soon, but let's do our WrestleMania preview. Like, let's do that to end the 2-year show. Because we started around WrestleMania time. In fact, I think our first recording was around WrestleMania weekend.
We've got at least an hour left, haven't we?
We've got at least an hour left. That's fine. Well, let's do the WrestleMania preview. We'll go for it match by match because you just reminded me of Austin.
We ran out of questions. Or what?
No, we've got questions.
I know you picked the free one, but
I wanted to get to this point. So let's just night one of WrestleMania at the moment. We've got Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, the Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul, McIntyre versus Corbin, the Usos versus Nakamura and Booz, Edge versus AJ Styles have just switched nights, so that's now on the first night. Charlotte and Ronda Rousey in the main event, but also we've got the KO show with Steve Austin.
Are they changing this again?
What's going to be the biggest thing of the night?
Austin turning up. It's going to be the biggest pop of the night.
It's in Texas as well, isn't it?
It's going to be the biggest pop of the weekend.
What do you think will happen?
When you look at the pop Austin got, well, one Austin was, it was Kevin Owens, but you look at the pop when they play his music again.
Yeah, in Chicago, got that.
Yeah, and I saw someone online say, "Fuck Chicago, they don't deserve Austin." After all the matches they've hijacked for the CM Punk things, I'm like, yeah, good on them.
Yeah,
they don't deserve him at all.
It was very reminiscent of. That's mute your microphone.
Sorry, I moved away.
Right, dying over there in the corner. So what do we think is going to happen in that segment?
Austin's going to come out.
Couple of stunners. That's it.
Yeah, stunners, throw beers up.
What is Austin going to be wearing? This is my big question.
Jean shorts, black t-shirt, and scoring.
Do you not think he's going to wear the old trunks?
No.
Nah, jean shorts, 316 scoring.
I think it'll just be in normal jeans.
Yeah, I want to see him in his
jean shorts.
Because I know they've not really said it's anymore in the match, but I feel like it is at this point. I feel like it is a match.
Oh, I read something earlier. Let me see if I can get it up.
I think they're going to brawl for a bit. Well, to be I don't think this. Brian Alvarez thinks it. I think it's a good idea. They'll actually have like a 5-10 minute brawl, and then Austin will count the pin himself.
I don't know. I think Austin will say, "Do you want a beer contest or something?"
Because I think if he just comes out and does the regular thing and stuns him, I think that's a bit disappointing out of the way they built it up. I think it needs a bit more. You know his promo when he got out of the car and he was like, "Nothing could have brought me back after 20 years apart from this or whatever." He's stunned loads of people in the meantime. I mean, so if he just does a stunner.
Do you think they should have built it up, or do you think they should just have Austin come out?
No, I think they need to build it because they need to sell tickets. They've got like 40,000 each night. They still could sell in theory. I think.
Who'll sell them?
I think it's only about 60,000 there each night at the moment.
Okay,
which is
so
obviously huge, but yeah.
So WWE are thinking of using the Kevin Owens Austin segment to close out night one.
I saw that, yeah. Which means
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
I think if the only way they can do it is if it becomes, like it could be Eric Rowan style. It's a match, but it's not a match. Do you know what I mean?
It's done in 7 seconds.
Maybe I got one more stunner left in me. Maybe I got one more match left in me. And then, yeah.
Don't you think it'd be a great image closing out night one though of Austin just chugging some beers?
It's one of them, isn't it? Austin must stun.
With Ronda Rousey, whoever wins the event between Charlotte.
I've got a feeling Charlotte will win that.
Do you think?
Mm.
I think it's nailed on Ronda Rousey, so they can build to Becky Lynch.
I think it's Ronda.
Yeah, that would make sense. So it won't happen. I've got a feeling Charlotte will win because Charlotte wins everything, and I hate her.
Charlotte to win and then Ronda to go after Becky's title. Do you think?
Yeah.
I think Bianca's going to win that. I think that's nailed on as well. It's my prediction. Let's go. Let's do the predictions. This is the way I was going the way I thought I would, but let's do it. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Who we all got?
Bianca.
Bianca Belair for me.
Is that 2v2? Is it Lola Peters against me and Aaron?
Do you think it's just too late though for Belair?
I think she's finished. She's done.
So they're doing this whole thing where they're saying she's like injured, aren't they, at the moment? I think it's going to get all the way to WrestleMania. Becky's going to come out and go, you know, she's injured. I win by default, and then she's going to come out and win in like 18 seconds. Exactly the same as SummerSlam, but the other way around. I don't think Becky loses anything like that, and I think you can still build to Becky and Ronda the year.
I think we're going to have a proper match. I think Becky will win.
I don't see the point now. Just kill Bianca Belair off fully. And I thought
I think she's already at that point.
I think all above the ball.
I think they've done a good way of building her back up.
I don't think they're asked. I think the bottom about having they've got 3 big women's stars, haven't they?
Yeah, so they can have a
Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch. I don't think they'll.
This is the chance. They have to do it. I think.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's opening, isn't it? Have they announced that's opening, or have I just meant that up?
No, I think it is opening, yeah.
Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul.
Could not give 2 shits about this match.
Miz.
Logan Paul's coming on 2K22, and is he going to insist he wins? Ross, you're a boxing fan. You know all about the Pauls.
Logan's the all right one.
Is he going to job to Rey Mysterio?
Yeah, I think he would. The one about him doing full time, Logan's the one who sort of had a.
Was he on about joining the creative team? Was that Logan Paul?
Yeah, he's had like an arc of redemption. So Jake Paul's the problem child, the one who fights old UFC fighters. And
one who wants to fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah. I think Logan does as well. Logan's the one who fought Mayweather and lasted, to be fair to him. Fair credit. Logan's the one who fought KSI twice.
He has fought Mayweather, so he's done fake fights before.
Yeah, well, this is it. Mayweather didn't come out. And Maywever was like, Logan's the one who is the older brother. He's the one who I think got famous first on Vine. He's the one who
filmed dead bodies in Japan
in the Suicide Forest, but he's had sort of a redemption sort of angle, I guess, or thing. People start since like, and now he's now friends with KSI. They released something together. Logan's the smart businessman. He's got a massive podcast called Impulsive. He's got Maverick Clothing, which is huge. Look, he's the one who I think it will go full time. I think he will lose because I think he's a fan of wrestling. He was an amateur wrestler when he was in high school. I think he'll lose because I think he understands the game. Logan Paul's a very smart man. Jake Paul is a smart man. He's not as smart as his brother. Jake Paul's the one no one likes.
Yeah, I'm glad they got him as a heel this time, though, because I think all celebrities in wrestling should be heels at this point.
And I think Logan will probably play into that. Again, if he's a smart man, I think Mysterios will win. Or if the Mysterios don't win, I think it's going to be a Bray vs Dom. But they've come out recently and said that'll never happen, have they? So are they pulling a fast one or are they what? I don't know.
Yeah. Who's the hardest wrestling YouTuber, and why is it Terpias? Hardest YouTuber, sorry, not wrestling YouTuber.
Nobody beats Travis. I guess you've got to say, if you're going on who's beat who in the YouTube community, you've got to say KSI, haven't you? But Jake Paul has knocked out 2 former UFC champs.
Okay, and Adam Pachi.
I don't think he's ever won a match.
Gotta raise the questions, Annie.
You've got there's so many YouTube boxing fights now, and it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. The skills. As a boxing fan, the skills are horrendous. KSI's not a technician. KSI will get battered by any sort of decent amateur.
We were just about to plug Bell Nation versus Mr. Benji or whatever it is.
Dr. Benji.
I think
Bell Nation have Dr. Benji all over.
I forgot he got qualified. I forgot he got his PhD. Yeah, Dr. Benji.
Bell Nation have Dr. Benji all over.
Yeah.
I guess you've got to go KSI at the minute because he's won the most, but
overall, I think Mysterios will win.
I think Mysterios will win, yeah. I think they will.
Thank you, Steve Burns.
Hey, he loves skateboarding.
Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, right? That's just Drew McIntyre, right?
McIntyre's
gonna be, and I hope that's the end of that feud because it's gone on. Yeah. It's gone on to 7 months.
Corbin gets released.
No,
I don't know. I'm kidding. It's just boring. Isn't it? Boring.
I think Happy Corbin's a great gimmick. Sad Corbin was a much better gimmick. That was one of the greatest things about last year.
Should have gone on longer.
The more I think about it, I know we gave Roman Reigns gimmick of the year last year, but it should have been Sad Corbin, really.
An absolute turnaround, unfortunately.
Yeah, the more I think about it.
I liked Constable Corbin, though.
Most no one liked Constable
Corbin. Yeah, I was the only one, but I did.
It was hilarious. The Usos versus Nakamura and Boogs.
If Boogs and Nakamura don't win.
What is this match?
I think
Usos.
I think it might be Nakamura and Boogs, you know.
To get him off the Usos.
Yeah. Just have a bit of a pop.
I guess the Usos thing. Where's it going with Reigns?
I think you could do some where Heyman's out with the Usos and he fucks up. You know, it adds a bit of tension.
A bit of thing to the thing.
Yeah, adds a bit of tension to the next main event.
Boogs to get the win.
I mean, what are they doing with Nakamura? I mean, what's Nakamura's contract? Because I don't think he'll resign.
Just let him go surf for us. I don't know.
I think he'll go back to Japan because to me, I don't know Nakamura. Obviously, I've never met him, but I think I've been at the same event. I think pretty sure I was at Kaiju.
Yeah, well, he was there.
In 2016?
2016, 6 years ago this week we were there.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Feel old.
I just think, what's he going to do? I think he's going to quit. I think he's going to leave. I think Nakamura, to me, wants the easy way out. I think he'll leave after his contract.
Just not renew.
I think Nakamura was the easiest life going. That was what was held against him in New Japan. I think that's what's held against him in WWE. I think you can't have Nakamura should be a 5-star merchant, shouldn't it? But he's not because he basically, I don't think he tries. I think he tries to do it for the big main events, which is what he did against AJ Styles 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
4 years ago, that one. Yeah.
But I don't think you can pull a 5-star out your ass. I think you've got to wrestle at that standard all along. I don't think Nakamura does. I think
he always feels on the cusp, doesn't he? And then it's just
because I don't think he can be asked.
Yeah. Do you think it's not just he's not been pushed?
I think she's bad luck.
Do you think he thinks I'm one of the greatest wrestlers of all time? Why am I pissing about with boobs?
No, but
or is he just having a good time? Yeah.
I think he wrestles for money. I think he's like Ronaldinho, where he's come over to Europe, or North America in this case, but in the football line, the Brazilians have come over to Europe. They're the best football. Some of the technically gifted footballers. They end the paycheck, they go back to Brazil. They don't care about football.
You say that
about their family. I think Nakamura is the same. I think he's technically one of the best wrestlers of all time. However, he cares about getting paid. He'll fuck off back to Japan when he can.
You're saying he's like 1997 WCW?
Yeah, I think he is. I think
this is a very harsh Nakamura take, Russ.
No, because I'm a fan. I'm a massive fan of Nakamura. I love Nakamura, but I just don't think his heart's in that, and I don't think he's asked. I think I've got my contracts and getting paid. I'll do this, I'll do that, and I'll go back to.
Yeah, but I guess do you think he's not asked because he's not getting pushed, or do you think he's not getting pushed because he's not asked?
No, because the match against AJ Styles was a complete letdown.
It was
a complete letdown. He had a main event run against Jinder. Yes, I know you're working against Jinder, but what's the thing that's thrown out? Why is Ric Flair one of the greatest of all time? Because Ric Flair could have a great match with anybody. I think if Nakamura was as good as everyone says he is, he would have a great match with Jinder. He never did.
Wow, this is some Stephen A-esque takes here.
No one could have a good match against Jinder Mahal.
Yeah. I think somebody could do. I just. It's
have you seen? Is it Wrestle Talk? Is it that Louis Dango? That kid is about 12 who just has really. Everyone hates his wrestling opinions. Ross is getting very close to that level today.
Like any Nakamura, can you name?
You like the Izzy of wrestling around.
No, right. No, Nakamura, right? We can all agree he's one of the best wrestlers currently, if he can be bothered. Can you name a good Nakamura match to do with?
Yes.
Apart from Sami
Zayn.
Yes.
Yeah. Apart from his NXT one, can you name?
I think even his SmackDown one against Sami Zayn the other week was pretty good.
But do you know what I mean? He's not doing it consistently. Is it because he can be bothered? I think it's because he can't be bothered.
How can you have a good match when you tag him with Boogs against the Shining Stars?
No, but before he's not been tagging with Boogs for 4 years, has he?
I will not have any bad words said about Rick Boogs.
I'm not slagging him off. I'm just saying he's not a cadder, is he?
He's going to be tag team champ at WrestleMania. So.
Yeah, I think they'll win though.
Yeah, I hope they do.
I think they'll win, and I think Nakamura will be gone in 6 months.
I don't think they'll do anything with the title.
Maybe they'll get Pat McAfee in. It's like a manager.
Yes.
This is why I should be in creative.
Yes, we said this was long enough. Vince, listen to the Wrestlemania podcast.
Aaron for creative. Edge versus AJ Styles. Who we got?
5-star match. 5-star match.
AJ Styles.
Is this going to be the best match of the weekend?
Yes.
It's going to be up there, isn't it?
AJ Styles for me.
I think
20 minutes, I think. 20 minutes plus.
What do we think?
AJ Styles to win because Edge will do the JOB.
Yeah. Do you like Edge's new character?
Different, isn't it? I mean, I'm a big fan of the old Edge, and it's weird, isn't it? Because Edge come back as a face when he's not really changed, has he? He's come back as a face because he's been gone.
Yeah.
His music stayed the same. He did all the same mannerisms, did everything the same. But Edge is a heel. Like. Edge is just a natural heel.
Yeah.
I don't think any of Edge's face runs have been good, have they? Let's be honest. Because he's not face, is he? Because he's not. He's better being a heel.
He's better being a heel, but I think he's got some good face runs. Obviously, Edge is my favorite wrestler of all time. So
but he's just better. Edge is great at getting heat.
Yeah.
Edge can get hit. Everyone's cheering. Edge is like sort of like Jericho. Everyone's cheering, yeah, but Edge can turn it around.
Yeah, his new gimmick's a bit like psychotic, though, isn't it? It's not like cheap heat like his old run against Cena was.
No, but
right, I'm on the vodka.
Nice. He's sort of second after that, though. It was sort of psychotic. Edge.
Yeah.
I think this is just what Edge is best at. I think Edge is best at being a heel. I think he will. Edge understands the business. Edge is a fan of the business. Edge is a fan of the old wrestling business, and the old wrestling business will do the job to AJ Styles because they appreciate he's for me the best in-ring worker currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a debate, Kenny Omega, Seth Rollins, but for me, AJ Styles is number one. Daniel Bryan.
He's doing nothing. He's not really doing anything, does he?
Yeah.
No, but I still think if I was to... It's different, isn't it? Because if I was to do a wrestling promotion now, yes, I would probably pick Reigns or Lesnar, but for in-ring work, I just think nobody can touch it.
I feel like this is one of the matches where they're both that old. It doesn't really matter who wins or loses.
Yeah. It's just, I think they want to do it, and that's why it's happening.
It's just there to be a banger match, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, I think AJ will win. Because I think Edge, as much as I love Edge, I don't think he'll be there in 2 years.
No, but I'm a lot more confident this will be a great match after Edge's series with Rollins. Which I thought was fantastic.
Even with Orton, his comeback series with Orton.
Yeah, his first match was a bit long, wasn't
it? It was long, but it wasn't bad. It got marked down because it was so long.
It was a 45-minute backstage brawl.
But if that had gone 20 minutes, the greatest match ever, was it the greatest match ever? No, but was it a very good match between him and Orton? Yes, it was.
Yeah. But yeah, I think his series with Rollins is really kind of solidified. And I'm glad Edge is getting the credit now for being one of the best workers in the world, which he never really got in his first run.
No.
I don't think. I think when he retired, people started to appreciate him more, didn't he?
Absence makes the heart grow fond, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think people realised how good he was. So I'm glad he's getting all the plaudits now. But I think it's going to be a great match. Maybe not the best match of the weekend for me.
I think potentially.
I'm still more excited for Sunday's main event. But because I just can't tell which way it's going to go. But yeah. And then finally, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey on the Saturday.
Ronda.
For the SmackDown Women's Championship.
I don't know. Part of me thinks Flair's going to win.
It's got to be Ronda Rousey. You can't bring her back just to job her out to Charlotte Flair.
Depends on how long she's back for. So she got like 2 years of a 3-year deal left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've just signed
she's got another Mania.
She's got at least one more WrestleMania, yeah.
So
which is in LA, which is where she's from.
Is she going to win at that Mania? No, she's not going to re-sign. I think she'll lose to Charlotte.
I think she'll re-sign anyway after the...
I think she'll re-sign.
Where else is she going to go now? She's not going back to UFC. Not now. She's a mum.
Yeah, she's out of depth in UFC.
She's not going back to UFC because she started losing. And famously, if you've ever watched a Ronda Rousey interview, she hates losing, doesn't she? Mm-hmm. When she lost, was it Holly Holm? She lost to the first time.
Yeah.
The interview was she didn't do anything forever, and she lost to someone McCann. Holland, is it? I don't remember Holland McCann. She lost to somebody else, didn't she? Yeah. She didn't do anything until that teenager asked her out to prom. She didn't do anything. She didn't like losing, does she? I don't think she'll go anywhere else. I don't think she'll go
like
back.
Losing. Is she going to agree to lose to Charlotte Flair?
No, I think she will because she's getting paid. It's different, isn't it? And I think they see it as different.
I don't know if someone do. Because she didn't even lose to Becky Lynch, did she?
I think she'll lose to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because I think the WWE value Charlotte more as a star than they do her. Do Ronda Rousey. Charlotte's going to be on for 10 years. Is Ronda Rousey? No, but Charlotte will be.
Yeah, I think Ross is completely incorrect on this one.
Yeah,
Charlotte needs to win. That's a different story, isn't it? But Charlotte needs to win. The last Royal Rumble she won. No, she didn't, but she did anyhow.
I'm going to bring in Terry Peters now for the opposite take.
No, Ronda's winning this one.
There you go.
100%.
But why, Terry?
Why? Because they brought her in especially, and there's no way Charlotte's winning this with Ronda there. I just don't see it happening, especially after WrestleMania 35.
Yeah. I agree with Terry. Aaron, what do you think?
Ronda.
Yeah.
I mean, more parts to her if she wins.
She's money, isn't she?
I just think it
She's
makes
like-
more sense to build to Becky and Ronda, which is a bigger match next year.
Title v title.
But WWE don't book
I
like
don't.
that.
I don't think they'll do
WWE
title
book
title.
year to year.
I think they do occasionally. They did that time with The Rock, and they're very clearly building to Rock Reigns next year. So I think this is the other big match. They've got 2 nights, big stadium in LA. They've got to fill it out.
This is it, isn't it? But
You need 2. You one main event's not enough to sell a WrestleMania. Now you need 2.
hey, but if Ronda loses at WrestleMania, are you saying that Becky Ronda isn't a main event?
I don't think it matters as much now.
But would people go to watch it? Yeah, I think it would.
Not as much as they would if I don't see.
Don't forget they've got 2 titles, haven't they? So
No, but if you next year, if you have Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch is the only person to have ever beaten Ronda Rousey, can't she do it again? That's big. Oh, she's lost to Charlotte Flair as well. Don't really. It's the selling point's gone. I think.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a bit of a good match.
I don't trust WWE to do that.
Charles Sidgwick. Right.
No, but Asuka's first loss was to Charlotte. We all thought Asuka was going to win. Asuka should maybe.
Yeah,
she
but
should have won.
they're never building it. But I just think it doesn't make sense. Why would you bring Ronda Rousey back? She ain't going to be cheap.
She's going to be cheap, but she's already under contract. She had the baby. Yeah, she had the baby. She had maternity leave, but she's already under contract. Ronda's not going anywhere. Ronda's got 2 years.
So what's the right? Let's play it this way. What's the benefit of Charlotte winning?
Because I think WWE sees Charlotte as the biggest star.
She's not though.
No, they're wrong.
We don't see it, but I think WWE see her as the biggest star.
I don't think they do.
She's number 3, isn't she? She's number 3 out of.
I don't think WWE sees like that because what if WWE are in a pinch? Who wins? Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, that's because they never had Ronda Rousey before.
Scenario, right? For you. Scenario, right? So tomorrow, they release Ronda Rousey. Will she be missed from WWE? Yes. You release Becky Lynch. Would she be missed? Yes. Release Charlotte Flair. Would she be missed? Probably not.
She would be there. Come on. Let's not talk crazy.
I don't think the fans would miss her as much.
No, not as much as the other two.
I can't imagine being an outcry.
Come on, Charlotte Flair's in the top 2 women's wrestlers in the world.
In terms of skill, but in terms of fan loyalty, she's at least in WWE. She's at least 4th.
Do you not agree though that she just gets everything given to her on a plate?
Oh no! Right. Do I agree with Charlotte Flair's booking? No, because I wouldn't happen when she won that Royal Rumble either. However, I think WWE view her as the John Cena of that division.
Yeah, John Cena lost every now and again, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he did, but he also won. I think if WWE are putting all their eggs in one basket, and as much as I like Becky Lynch and as much as I like Ronda Rousey, I don't think they're putting them on there. I think they're putting her in Charlotte Flair.
Okay. I think you're insane, Russ, but we'll move on.
We'll find out what week.
We'll move on to night 2. Speaking of the biggest women's draws possible, so we've got Queen Zelina and Carmella versus the 3rd best wrestler in WWE, Sasha Banks. And Naomi.
Fuck off.
Versus Rhea Ripley.
Oh my Lord.
Versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
What do you mean the 3rd best wrestler?
3rd best women's wrestler. You've got Rousey, Becky Lynch. No, Becky won. In terms of being over with a crowd, Becky number 1.
She's not the 3rd best wrestler.
Rousey number 2. Sasha Banks number 3.
Oh, give over. Give over. Right, Charlotte Flair can out wrestle Sasha Banks 100%.
No, I'm saying popularity wise.
You see the 3rd best wrestler?
If you don't believe, because that's what wrestling's about, isn't that? It's about not drawing me.
My god, I could name 10 people better.
Right, I'll tell you what.
Sasha Banks.
You go on Twitter. Go on Twitter and tweet 2 tweets. 1, Charlotte Flair's not very good. 2, Sasha Banks not very good. Let's see what responses you get. Guarantee.
I
guarantee.
Better than Sasha Banks.
No, I'm not right. I'm saying popularity-wise, bigger stars. She's the 3rd biggest women's star I've got, and she's wasted in this match. But I don't think
who's she partnering with?
Naomi. Yeah.
Please tell me this match is on the kickoff show because I do not want to watch it.
It's got a kickoff show screaming all around it.
I think Natalya and Shayna Baszler win this one, genuinely.
Let me guess. Is Natalya Shayna Baszler's best friend?
I don't know. I've not really seen
every fucking Natalya feud ever.
Yeah. I know the match ratings.
Yeah, Natalya and Shayna Baszler are best friends, by the way.
But Carmella's got the TV deal with whatever the fuck that Corey Graves show is.
Shagging Corey Graves, whatever it's called.
Corey Graves in the bum.
I don't care. Yeah. I don't care what you and Corey Graves do with it, frankly.
Yeah.
It's just.
So
I mean, is this not an indictment of the women's division? I don't Rhea Ripley. Also, is this for the women's tag team?
Women's tag team champion, which are currently Queen Zelina and Carmella, if you've forgotten.
They've been having issues though.
So I think Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan will win.
I could see that.
Liv Morgan, I think if you were to ask me who was more popular, I would say Liv Morgan is above Sasha Banks.
You could. But you'd be completely...
Based on what I see on social media, Liv Morgan is above Sasha Banks.
Yeah, it's because who do you follow? Phil. Like the rest of everyone else thinks it's Sasha Banks. Ridiculous point. You don't see the Sasha stand. She's in Star Wars. She's in Star Wars.
Sasha's fucking yeah. But did you not see a kick?
She made
that Royal Rumble.
She made evented WWE Leads.
Oh yeah, top star then.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. No, Sasha Banks is like in a different league to everyone else in this match. Absolutely. But why the hell?
It's another one who was just boring.
Are they not doing Naomi versus Sonya Deville? Why is that just gone away before us?
That should have been the third women's match.
Yeah, I think you could have had 4 decent women's single matches in this, but they've not. They've just stuck everyone in the same match.
I think you could have had an argument for as many women's matches as you got men's matches.
Mm-hmm.
If they're bothered doing the
yeah. Who's booking the show? It's QT Marshall, but who's going to win?
Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan for me.
Yeah, I'd stick with that.
I think now you're saying it, that makes more sense. So I'm going to change my mind.
What was you going to say?
I was going to say Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
Why though?
Because they like to give Natalya a moment every now and again, don't they?
She had a moment, and she's shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Natalya pisses me right off.
Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, 2 younger stars. That makes sense for them to win.
And they've got that weird little bondage thing going on. Haven't they?
Sasha Banks and Naomi. In fact, do you know what? For me, Sasha Banks and Naomi should feud after this. They should get an argument and split up.
The point with this is a thing thrown against Vince. Tag teams, not even women's tag teams. He's not a fan of them at the minute, is he? So he doesn't care about them.
No,
so
and I think
they
should merge these titles back with the NXT women's titles to make it more interesting.
Met one. Is that still Gigi Dolan and with the one in Thingy Attraction is?
Yeah, the tampon.
That's the attraction.
The
I can't remember them.
Tampon. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what you think happened to Mandy Rose. Because I'm a fan of the work Mandy Rose is doing.
Is she at Stand and Deliver the night before?
Surely she's got a tag team. Surely there's a women's tag match.
The day of. Who's she defending it against?
Io Shirai?
Cora Jade, Io Shirai, and Kaylee Ray. Yeah, I think she drops it and comes back on Raw.
I'd love to see Cora Jade win that.
Yeah.
She's like, what is she, like 22 or something?
Yeah, I always thought she was British.
She's the future of wrestling.
I always thought she was British. Don't know why.
Kaylee Ray. How long have I been saying Kaylee Ray is one of the top?
Yeah. Cora Jade is 21. Sickeningly, she was born in January 2001.
Oh, it makes me feel awful.
Yeah.
Kaylee Ray, though, how long have I been saying she's one of the top women's wrestlers in WWE?
Probably the last 2 minutes. I don't think I've ever said that before.
I've always said she's better than Sasha Banks.
Yeah. So yeah, I could see Mandy Rose losing there and shouldn't even need to get pinned and then come back on Raw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we? So Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
You got to be Sami Zayn on it. Is the rumours that this wasn't supposed to be a match, isn't it? What was Sami Zayn? I don't know. Is this for the IC title?
No.
No,
because he lost it. No.
Keep up.
Sorry, he's lost it, hasn't he?
He's lost it to Ricochet, who's not on the card at the moment as it stands.
Johnny Knoxville's winning this.
We think.
Yeah, I'm having Knoxville.
Celebrities always win.
I think Knoxville. I'm surprised at how over he is. Like, he's legitimately getting huge pops when he comes out. It's ridiculous.
Well, this is a thing.
I think it's because it's the Jackass music and it just makes people pop immediately. Like,
Yeah,
and then everyone just goes mental.
Well, it's the thing of it, watching at home and watching it live is completely different because you're watching it and like, oh, for fuck's sake, this guy again. But you're watching it live, it's like, oh my god, this is sick. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like, legitimately, because I thought they were pumping it in at first, but you actually watch the crowds. They are absolutely going mental for Johnny Knoxville.
That'd be funny if we'd have been at an event and Johnny Knoxville pops out. I'm not a Jackass fan, but I'd have been like, Jesus Christ, Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, or you even got a whey kind of thing, don't you? Like just as an ironic cheer. But yeah, I don't. But then again, I just can't. I think I'm starting to lean towards Sami Zayn.
Will win? I don't know. It's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be full. It's an anything goes match, so it's going to be full of shenanigans in it.
Yeah.
If a shopping trolley is not involved down that big WrestleMania ramp,
Jackass is one of them going to come out and get involved.
Yeah, Wee Man, Lesnar put him on the table.
If Wee Man needs to be launched at somebody,
Bam Margera's banned from setting it. He's not allowed to talk to the rest of us or something. Then they kick her off the movie.
I don't know. Is Bad Grandpa going to say that?
Steve-O, is he there?
Steve-O. He was GM once, wasn't he, Steve-O?
Rugby League. Steve-O, I went.
Mike Stevenson. He's retired. He's the only Rugby League announcer who's ever retired properly.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, it's all right. Yes.
Yeah, but speaking of shenanigans, Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
McAfee's got to be.
McAfee.
Is Vince going to get involved? The rumors were, of course, that this was going to be Pat McAfee versus Vince. Do we think that changes on Raw? We've got one more Raw, two more SmackDowns as we record this. Actually, when this goes out, we've got one more SmackDown and that's it. But do we think that Vince McMahon is going to be in the match, or do we think it's going to be a McAfee versus Austin Theory?
What is the point in Pat McAfee winning?
He has never won.
Huge pop.
Send the crowd home happy. Gives him more credibility on commentary. And then if he wins, both the SmackDown commentary team are undefeated at WrestleMania. And can he put a price on that?
Yeah, but also
the legitimacy of Michael Cole.
If Pat McAfee gets screwed, you can have Pat McAfee screwed at WrestleMania. That's running storyline.
Yeah. But undefeated SmackDown commentators, I don't think you can pass up that opportunity, Russ.
Oh, that would be awful.
Pat McAfee for me. I don't think it'll be
Pat for me.
I hope this is another shenanigan filled match. I'm very surprised it's the same night as Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, it's weird. This sort of layout was weird at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There must be some big plan. Well, I think there's one more thing, but we'll get to that. Because there's a lot less match. Well, one less match as it stands. So are we all going for... Well, I'm going for Pat McAfee, I think.
Yeah. I'm going for Austin Theory, but I'm outvoted, I think.
Okay, so Russ, you can, remember your own predictions.
I remember.
Okay, bro. Versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy triple threat tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
There's going to be asked about this match.
Okay, bro, to return.
Alpha Academy for me.
Very surprised it's not a singles feud between them two, but I guess they're building it up a bit, are they? I think they'll be
next year maybe. I don't know.
So I don't think they'll win. I think Street Profits for me.
It's like who's ass though? Do you know what I mean? Who's bothered? Does it matter?
Yeah, give them a big win. Big win on the biggest stage. They can celebrate with Bianca Belair, who just won the night before.
We ain't got a ladder match out, have we? So far.
No, because we've got one at Stand and Deliver. I thought they were going to do one with Ricochet in the Continental Championship, but there's a 5-way.
Still might, but it's only like 2 weeks left.
Yeah, there's a 5-way.
US titles not even on this yet, is it? No, the secondary titles.
Who is the US champion?
It's still Damien Priest.
Yeah.
No, he lost to Finn Balor, didn't he?
Oh no, it's Finn Balor. Yeah, you're right. It's Finn Balor, isn't it? Yeah. One of them will be on a. Well, there's only.
It's a pre-show match.
At the moment,
Damien Priest.
They've got 6 matches night 1, 5 matches night 2. There's going to be more announced. So it's the kind of the general thinking that the triple threat tag team match, no one cares. I'm going.
Yeah, I think that's pre-show.
I'm picking the Street Profit. No, you can't have Randy Orton on the pre-show. The disrespect. And Randy Orton on the pre-show.
What do you want on the pre-show? Because there's going to be one match in the pre-show. It's just 12 hours long.
Booker T.
Just Booker T. Just Booker T.
Yeah, everyone's like, Booker. And he's like, yeah, that's right. Tricky, quack. Yeah, that's what I want.
I don't know. It's just one of them, isn't it?
They didn't have any match on the pre-show last year or something.
You need to put that women's match on the Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
That's because it pissed it down for fucking 5 hours.
2 hours of Peter, 2 hours of Peter Rosenberg, right? So,
It's
something to
fine,
bear in
I
mind.
don't know.
And then the main event for now, where it will be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, title for title, winner takes all.
Reigns.
Who have we got?
Reigns.
And why?
I want it to be Brock, but it's not. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns because they're building towards The Rock.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have the. I think he's going to hold the title.
Who the hell beats Roman in the end, though, if he wins?
The Rock. The Rock.
Who is
I
The Rock
thought-
lose to, though?
Pat all of them wants to say Braun
I thought you
Breaker.
were going to say Pat McAfee then. It's like, yeah, right, I'm down.
But no, I just think WWE wants to build a bigger star than Brock. The only way they can build a bigger star than Brock is if Reigns wins.
Yeah.
Brock is too big and too unpredictable. Brock quite easily says, fuck you, I can't be asked for wrestling.
I don't know. He seems to be really enjoying his wrestling at the moment, though. Maybe
There's
he's,
one-
No, but he could, but would it surprise if Brock
there's all the
just
tales of
decided-
him backstage, kind of helping out with the women's matches, isn't he? Like,
No, but if Brock decided, I can't be asked for this, I'm going to go back to fucking wherever I live in Canada, I'm just going to farm. You'd be like,
Minnesota.
he's not, he don't live in Minnesota, right, is it?
Saskatchewan, is it? Is that how I pronounce it?
Saskatchewan, I think.
Yeah.
What is it?
He's already said he don't need the money. He's only doing this because he's enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Brock Lesnar can't be asked, like he couldn't be asked for a few years. What have you got? I don't.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar, for me, is the biggest star in WWE. I think.
I think
somebody
Roman's-
bigger than Brock Lesnar.
I think Roman's going to win it, but I just don't see where the end game is at this point. And I love Roman, obviously, at the table.
It
But-
depends who, doesn't it? Who you gonna have to beat
So
Reigns,
I
and are you can. This is WWE's challenge. Make somebody bigger than Roman Reigns.
Braun Breaker is the big one at the moment. I
don't think he'll do it personally. I don't think he'll do
Gable
it.
Stevenson.
No.
No, because I think he'll be the new Braun Breaker in NXT. I think
He's
Gable
going
Stevenson
to be a wrestler. He's going straight. He's been drafted to Raw already. He ain't going to
I
NXT.
don't think they give a fuck, do they?
He ain't going.
Yeah,
I don't
From-
think Gable Stevenson will be here.
Braun Breaker will go to Raw anyway.
Yeah.
Who else have you got? Who have you got right now who could be?
Well, until he
who
botches-
legitimately could be Roman Reigns.
Until he
Maybe
botched his
got-
Money in the Bank, I was all about Big E when I doing it. But
Well, he's got the. I think he's got the broken neck, hasn't he?
Woods?
I don't know. No,
Butch.
Woods. Basically, you've got
Drew
Randy Orton.
McIntyre in
You've
Wales,
got McIntyre,
Mm.
Randy Orton,
or
Kevin Owens potentially, Seth Rollins,
conspicuous by his absence in all of this,
AJ Styles.
Cody
Well,
Rhodes.
Seth Rollins failed the other month, didn't he? So they won't try that again.
Is
I
Cody
think
Rhodes
you've
going
only
to be?
got 5 you could beat Reigns, and I think he'll beat Lesnar because has Reigns ever got a big win against Lesnar?
That's SummerSlam, but it was a lot of interference on it from Strowman. And
This is it.
Cody.
So has he
Yeah.
ever got the big win? I think they're putting all the eggs in Reigns' basket at the minute.
Mm. Well,
So
I'm
for me-
going Roman to build to the Rock, but I just don't know where it ends.
I just think Reigns will do it. And so I think Lesnar.
What about does he interfere and cost Roman the title?
He's the man who wants to bring down the machine. Who's a bigger part of the machine than Roman Reigns himself?
The
Is that-
man.
Is that Cody Rhodes' theme tune?
Oh, it's that Cody Rhodes' theme. He calls himself a wrestling podcast to this guy. Honestly, it's just
Famously
outrageous.
don't watch it.
It's outrageous at
Cena?
this
Is
point.
Cena going to come back in
No.
here?
Right, Ross is pissed. Right, so he's out.
Imagine if Cena came in and fucking started fucking F5 and did.
He's out. Outrageous.
Via.
Right, Via. He's debuting isn't he, on the Raw after WrestleMania. They've announced it finally. It's coming to Raw. So that's the other thing. What's going to be the big surprise of the weekend? I guess. Well, actually, no, before we do big surprise or unexpected twist, Cody Rhodes. What's he going to do? Is he going to be there? What's he going to do?
No, Monday Night Raw.
I think he's going to have a match against Seth Rollins.
I think, yeah,
No.
I do.
Monday Night Raw.
Open challenge from Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
You can't leave Seth Rollins off WrestleMania. I know they've left big stars off WrestleMania before, but surely not.
Well, Seth Rollins has got that storyline of how I'm being left off WrestleMania, which no one means he's got a match. So is Seth Rollins going to do an open challenge at WrestleMania, get Cody Rhodes?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or is Cody Rhodes just going to turn up on the Raw?
But Cody Rhodes needs to win in a squash.
I think there's going to be a couple of re-signings who turn up Monday after WrestleMania.
I watched them.
I would say I'm predicting right now Bray Wyatt.
It's weird that it hasn't gone anywhere, isn't it? I was watching a What Culture video and there's people going to come back after Raw. I know. It's fucking probably it's not Cedric.
Andy Murray.
No, he's a prick.
Don't be saying Simon after this slander.
No, the Virgin.
Could be him.
No, Ginger Virgin.
Wilborn.
Adam Wilborn.
We've got mutual friends with Wilborn, but anyway.
Yeah, fucking. Basically, it was one of the ones that come back was Strowman. There was other people on there, like a list of people who come back. I just think Cody Rhodes is WrestleMania. The Raw after WrestleMania worthy.
I think they would
have done it already.
They've built too much to it. I think it needs to be WrestleMania now. Otherwise, it's a letdown.
Showcase the Immortals. Get him on there.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just what's the point?
Do you think WWE would give a fuck?
Yeah, I don't think.
How many times have wrestling fans built shit up?
I don't think
nothing has happened.
I don't think you spend 3 or 4 million on someone if you don't give a fuck.
I'm not
saying don't give a fuck. I'm saying
Cody Rhodes.
I'm fully behind him, pushing him after WrestleMania. I think he will be the first feud for a champion after WrestleMania.
Yeah, he will, but I think he'll beat Rollins at WrestleMania just to bring him back.
Yeah, Seth Rollins comes out, offers open challenge. Cody Rhodes music hits. That's gonna be a huge pop. Huge.
Or
deep in
Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania. Roman Reigns wins. He's on the mic saying, "I'm a champion. Nobody in this place can beat me. There's nobody in that roster who's never beat me." Cody Rhodes comes out saying,
"Out comes Bray Wyatt.
You've never beat me." That could be a start to the feud.
I could see Bray Wyatt on the Raw after WrestleMania. That's your big surprise. Braun Breaker, obviously, and a few others, but
Braun Breaker's coming up, I think, in it because he's lost the title. Braun Breaker's coming up.
Well, he's going to
appear on Raw.
Yeah, he has got a match against Ziggler. Sound deliver.
I think he'll lose to rude interference.
Any other big surprises? WrestleMania weekend, or specifically at WrestleMania though, Saturday or Sunday. What's your all right? Let's go outlandish pictures. Tape Peters, I'm going to go to you first. Outlandish picture WrestleMania.
Vince McMahon comes down after the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar match and wins the title.
There we go. That is outlandish. But who does he pin?
Fucking Vince wins the title.
Who does he pin?
Reigns.
He destroys what he creates.
Jesus Christ.
Do Vince.
Yeah.
Yes. The last world champion.
Who then sets
Vince
up
McMahon.
Who then sets up Rock versus
Vince
Austin in a rematch.
Right.
Sorry.
Rock versus Vince at WrestleMania. I think that. Yes.
Sorry, sets up Austin versus Vince because he then comes down and Austin comes down and counts the pinfall as well.
See what about Peters. The man's on.
That's right. You could. That Reigns has unified those 2 titles, and then Vince comes out and unifies the ECW title with it as well. Call 3-1. Aaron, what's your outlandish pitch for WrestleMania?
Cody Rhodes to Costa Roman.
Yeah,
I think he's more likely to be in the match with Seth. Either or, I'm be happy with either.
I like that one.
I think if he was to screw Roman Reigns, you've set up a new feud and you've got Brock as the new title holder.
Yeah, I mean, I think Brock winning is a bold claim in itself. Never mind having Cody Rhodes in there as well. Ross, what's your outlandish pitch?
I think Cody Rhodes is guaranteed for the Raw after.
That's your pitch.
I've got a card there. Coming the Raw after.
Wow,
there you go, happen, is it?
That's bold.
Or Jericho.
No,
his contract is played 2 years.
Man, this is it.
The Forbidden Door will be well and truly open. If that was the case.
I'm saying, is it outlandish? I don't know. Baszler, Rousey, non-title feud.
That'd be quite cool to see.
I think right because I'm convinced Rousey will lose to Charlotte Flair, and Baszler will say something, yeah, fucking shit or something like that. Yeah, rubbish. You're not the person he was in the UFC or whatever. And she's like, well, I'll beat you because you were jack shit, kind of thing. I think the last few WrestleManias have gone how we thought they would go.
Yeah, so we needed to mix it up. This is the first big one for a while, isn't it? First big one since 35.
Do you think everything's last minute this year though?
Oh, everything's last minute.
Yeah.
With it's a 2-night WrestleMania. We've got, as I said, 2 TV shows left. We've only got 11 matches across 2 nights. Like, it's very last minute.
Well, it's very last minute, but I think you can normally work out what's going to happen between the Manias. I think Rousey's going to lose. I think she'll start a feud with Baszler on Raw or SmackDown, whatever.
My bold prediction
She's going to be on.
is Roman wins, and then you hear he's celebrating, and you hear, if you smell, and The Rock comes back, says next year's WrestleMania.
It says, comes out and says, yeah, next WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That would be shit though, wouldn't it? That would be shit.
No, it wouldn't be shit.
It'll be in the time, you'd be like, yeah, this is sick. But then you're like, oh, well, we know Roman's going to fucking keep it for you then.
No, it'd be like Cena.
You could potentially.
Yeah, but I've seen him rock and we're
Could
like,
lose it, win it back
we
again.
asked. We're not bothered because the match, we already know the match.
Yeah, right. It's getting late. I'm gonna wrap it up soon. But I've got one more question to ask you all. It's not on Pod Deck. It's my own. What's your favourite wrestling around memory?
Wrestling around memory?
Of the last 2 years. It's a 2-year special. What's your favourite wrestling around memory?
All of it's been a bloody good time, hasn't it?
Look at Peter's going with the easy cop.
Peter's absolutely just coming out of it. Right, I'll go because I've got a fucking real answer. The first Christmas special, so the first drunk cast, we just got levered talking about all the wrestling things we've been to.
You sounded better then than you do now.
All right, Peters. You can criticize. You've been here 3 in a row.
Right, let's not make it awkward on the 2-year special.
Well, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, she had a good time. Right. Continue.
I'm just saying, the first Christmas special for me was a highlight.
Yeah, it was good.
Good job. No, fucking.
Right, I'm going to switch with on Aaron.
We're talking about the whole rest around universe.
Yeah. I mean, anything connected, anything with the old green and black.
The time Wada John threw Terry Peters off herself.
Yeah. So last week, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good because Terry didn't even reach the table, did he? He's that he's lying on the floor.
Yeah.
I think one of mine is Terry paying like 55 quid for a round in Leeds Arena.
That's probably the best of them.
Actually, Ross did it first as well. That was
Don't make it better. Peters knew it was 54 quid.
Yeah, no, that's why I was surprised.
He still paid for it.
Yeah,
he still paid for it.
That was a very un-Terry Peters like situation to be in.
He's not wrestling around, but we was all involved. Was when you high-fived Dale in Newcastle?
The Wrestling World Cup, yeah.
Down in pints of wine.
Yeah, Peters, you obviously don't remember
it. Yeah. I don't know, it's wine. But yeah, no, I want to thank all of you guys. My favourite memories right now.
My favourite was Peter's waking up in the middle of that rock bar in fucking Newcastle.
Yes.
next to people you even have no clue who it was.
Oh yeah. Because they all sat around, didn't they? We moved. Yeah. Good.
No, we was all sat in the same place, and Peter sat on the one next to us because there wasn't room for him. And then like this new group sat around.
Yeah.
That's how I made fucking realise what the fuck was going on.
We were all drinking out of tins of beans, weren't we?
Yeah, we all beat. I think 3 of us all had the same drink 3 times.
Yeah.
It was all different. Well, we liked one of them, but we didn't know which drink it was.
Some sort of Jack Daniels and orange, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Good times. But yeah. So I want to thank all of you for contributing to Wrestling Around. Ross, Terry from being here from the start, and Aaron for joining us and giving us a shot in the arm when we need it.
2 years, 2 years, a long time, isn't it?
I want to change my rest around moment.
Go on.
My favourite rest around moment was when you opened Bobby Roode on the Twitch stream.
Yes, that was my favourite rest around moment.
I wish I saved that video. It's lost in the ether now.
It was just for fuck's sake.
Well, I'd established it was going to be. I'd established it was going to be a cowboy car, but I didn't even consider the fact that they would make Bobby Roode. Camo cut. So I was expecting like a scene.
Little did you know, that's the only one left.
I don't know that it would affect my life in such a way.
What would you do if, since your Twitch stream, the sales in Bobby Roode cardboard cuts have gone through the roof?
If we look now and have sold out, I think we can thank Ross for his purchase.
Yeah, and the subsequent actions of that is Brock Lesnar wins at WrestleMania, goes straight into a feud with Bobby Roode.
Yes, I think that's it. It's Bobby Roode gets a push. I have to say, I think I said it on the stream, I'm warm into Bobby Roode. No, when you live with someone.
Because you live with him for so long.
I think it's like Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, I'm just used to having him around.
I think it's because credit WWEshop.com, whatever it was, for Bobby Roode being on the sale.
Yeah, for the great service.
If it was full price, I'd never have bought it.
Yeah. There is. I was hoping for a waffle iron.
If it wasn't Bobby Roode,
I got Bobby Roode.
If it wasn't Bobby Roode, I probably would have bought it now because she was. I think that episode she was saying how much you hate Ziggler Roode.
Yep. I think I went on a big rant about Bobby Roode. But obviously, I think one of my favorite rants from you was when I called Bobby Roode a pointless man in the Elimination Chamber 2020. Pointless man, Bobby Roode. But no, I want to thank all of you. So I think we'll wrap it there. I'll tell you, I want to thank the most. Fuck you guys, the listeners of Wrestling Around for 2 years.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking with us.
Phil, one in Middlesbrough, Mr. J. Ryan. Mr. J. Ryan, we've got them all.
Mr. J. Ryan, you'll come on soon.
Yeah, and that's it. And I want to thank, of all people, Cedric. Yeah, he blocked us. He gave us a common enemy. And I would like to thank Vince McMahon. It's not about me personally, actually. He responds to me all the time. And Dave Meltzer, I'm surprised he hasn't blocked me, but he hasn't.
Meltzer would have blocked you surely months ago.
I have some good banter with Meltzer. I think he respects me as a journalist. And it goes both ways. But yeah, I want to thank the listeners.
Do you remember you called Kobashi a random Japanese mid-carder?
Yes. How can I forget it, Ross? So my Twitter was on fire for like a week after that. And I found myself
that was my favourite restaurant moment when you backtracking. Oh, I didn't realise it was fucking Kobashi.
I didn't. I was just having a laugh because he said something about they're not on a level of Cena and all, and I was like, well, no one is. That was
the fact you said some random Japanese mid-card, and I was like, oh mate, that was fucking Kobashi.
Yeah, exactly. He was one of three there. The other guys, who were their jobbers. How does it? But yeah, thanks to the listeners for getting us through here and everyone who supported us on the way. Thanks to our wonderful host at Aircast. And more importantly, I'd like to thank Mike's Hard Seltzer for sponsoring one episode.
Not sponsored for a while, Mike's Hard Seltzer.
No, they haven't. It's been Topo Chico. this
what
week.
film was that in?
Tangy Lemon Lime.
Nice, isn't it all right?
It's good actually, yeah.
On the seltzer clock?
Yeah, I only got it that because that was it. That and the White Claw in tonight was the only two available.
White Claw is the best seltzer, though, isn't it?
With apologies to Tiny Rebel because I didn't get onto Club Tropicana or Club Tropical.
Well, very nice.
Or this one, Jubal Beer and Peach. It's literally called Beer and Peach. So that's it. Another one for next time.
Club Tropicana is a very nice beer, though.
I've never had it before. Try it at some point.
Oh, very nice.
Good though. Yeah, they make some wrestling.
Is it Rebel Tropicana?
Tiny Rebel.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, very good beer.
Yeah, but should we wrap it up there then? It's midnight. But we've had a wonderful time celebrating.
Good show. Can't wait to listen back to this on Wednesday.
So apologies, listeners, because next week will be Ross again, so it'll be a bit drier than it's been now. What are we doing next week? We'll do WrestleMania. That's what we'll do next week. Yeah.
We've not done Rocky Road for a while.
We haven't done WCW for a while.
But it's literally WrestleMania next weekend, isn't it? We've got to do that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
2 nights or 1 night?
This goes out on Wednesday. The next show is the Wednesday after WrestleMania, so we've got to do WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, we'll figure it out somehow. I'm sure we'll all be watching live.
We'll do the news. The news might fit in.
Yeah, I'll fit the news in. We'll do so. We'll fit some in for next week. We'll cover WrestleMania.
We'll start out.
But yeah, thank you for a wonderful 2 years. So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Terry Peters.
Bye.
We hadn't done the plugs, have we? Sorry. Yeah, Terry Peters, where can we find you?
Bell Nation everywhere.
Bell Nation everywhere. Aaron Franklin, where can we find you?
Frankenstein 91 or on the restaurant Twitch.
Every
Tuesday.
Thank you. Yes, Tuesday. Good. My influence lives on. Ross, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at @DRossM.
I think, Ross, as it's the 2-year special, I think you should, as a special
Might do a tweet.
Tweet for the fans. Yeah. Tweet
So
them
share
just
the
to-
podcast. Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but I will try.
Yeah, someone can share the podcast. I might even do a tweet on the Wrestle Around account for 2 years. I'll do another graphic like I did last year. It's that big. I promise you, I will get back to doing the podcast on time. Hopefully, this comes out on Wednesday. Do apologize because I did forget to upload last week's show, so it went out 2 days late. But we'll be back every Wednesday going forward, Wednesday and Monday.
Gina, or whatever the fuck she's called in Middlesbrough's pissed off with you.
Gina Ben, yeah.
Gina Ben.
In fact, Gina Ben and Darren Easley for all that.
Who's your wicked?
Material.
Anthony, something.
Figure. Antoine Figure.
Figure.
Yeah.
Calls it Figure.
And yeah, you can find me at Lou Markham where I post some bad wrestling takes and some other stuff. And then, yeah, follow us all at Wrestle Around full episodes on YouTube. I promise you, now my laptop's I've got a new one. I'll get some thumbnails back on for the 2-year special. Check us out every Tuesday and Wednesday at twitch.tv/Wrestle Around. But thank you for a wonderful...
This episode of Get to Know Us, we went to 2 questions.
Yeah, I think we did well.
Some about a book and then who we'd spend the rest of our wrestling like.
No, we got to know your favourite cereal. We got to know a lot. We got to know your thoughts on the WrestleMania.
We got to 5 questions and we're right there.
It's good. We've got about 3 hours now. So I reckon we can. No, 2.5. I think 2.5. Yeah. So I reckon we can wrap this up now. So thank you all on behalf of all of us for a wonderful 2 years. And we'll see you again next week. And I'm going to try out a new show close if that's all right, guys.
1. Yeah, it might not.
Yeah. Keep it on the flip side.